folks, Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgazzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Let's go. A big road win. This is Agree to Disagree, A2D Radio. We are live from the Real Talk Studios. Every Sunday, we're brought to you by our doc, Make Him Yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy. Find him on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Tom Arnone, Nick Delgazzo, Brian Wilson, Robbie Pove on the ones and twos. Family out there joining us.
Let's get it.
We got a ton to talk about later on the show like we always do. We'll do our crumb of the week. We'll get into that. We'll do a little Phillies report. Get a little report from Clearwater.
The madness.
That we thought for a minute that we still weren't going to get Bryce Harper. So we'll get into that when a little ball on bone happened yesterday or 2 days ago. Sorry, March Madness breakdown we'll get into, which is big time.
Get your brackets
out.
out.
Cinderella talk.
We got Willie Brackets in here. I'm ready to break shit down. Willie Brackets ready to break shit down.
And the big question: are you guys all good with the number ones? With all the number ones, you guys good with that?
It's the best conference.
ACC's best conference.
Yep, you guys go with it. Okay. No, I just wanted to confirm.
I'm okay.
Confirm with the guys.
I'll be honest.
I didn't want to dismiss you there. I just
dismiss away.
It's the best conference.
I know they say they don't look at the games that happen like over the weekend really that much, the championship week games. But if Tennessee doesn't get fucking rolled today, they might have been in over Gonzaga, I think, or over North Carolina.
Could have been. Sixers take down the Milwaukee Bucks. That's our main topic tonight. Because listen,
finally,
it's been a while. We've been
looking for a W against a big team,
and you don't get a bigger one than this.
Show me something.
Win-loss wise in the NBA, you don't get a bigger opponent than this. I mean, in their building too. And we talk about. Well, listen, we were 500 on the road coming into this game and got over obviously today. Now we're 17-16 on the road. But what excites me about the win today is they held on to a lead that entire time. You know, Milwaukee
clinched the playoff berth too.
Yeah, absolutely. And Milwaukee had little runs and cut it at times.
The definition of lock all windows and doors, baby.
Hold it. And I talked about before that I thought this team at points couldn't close an automatic door. Like that's how bad it was. They would still get wins, but they couldn't close nothing. Today was the definition of a close. And now you start to finish, they had more energy than Milwaukee, I thought. And your best player and your superstar, and that's why everybody was in a panic. Games, he wasn't here. This is why a guy like this changes your whole franchise. He can go match the freak and drop 40 on Milwaukee today. And granted, shot a little bit too many threes, got a little three happy.
No, but I was okay.
But I'm okay with it because he was still dominant down low. He still did his work down low. The get open look. Sometimes you got to take him. Because you got to go with the bad with that, right? Because the dagger's why you shoot him. The dagger's why you shoot him. Well, sorry.
You're good. If you notice,
whole question in a second.
If you notice, though, a lot they had Giannis covering him a lot, and he was backing way off, and so Ben was coming down and just doing that little thing where he just picks the guy and pitches it back. And if you're that wide open, I want you to shoot it. Okay, it's not like he's settling for threes where he's contested. If you're wide open, by all means.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull it.
Yeah,
and he was hitting them today. Yeah. So then you can keep taking them.
We don't want our 7-footer coming off screens.
Yeah, no, yeah. But if you're wide to fuck open, shoot the ball. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with Ben shooting if he's wide open. He's not going to, but I'm fine with that too.
Because the closeout, because he can take guys off the dribble too, Joe. Even though he's 7'2", he can take guys off the dribble and make things happen that way as well.
Well, it was good to see because he took over the game, and Ben and Jimmy, who had the ball late, they were both looking for him. And they were getting him the ball, and he took over, and that's what we need to see. That's what we've been waiting to see in a big game against a good team. Is us take over and win a game.
And I think Brett deserves.
We were underdogs today. We won a game.
Yeah,
First off,
He deserves credit for Brett deserves credit today
And that's
for
one of the reasons.
something.
Yeah, go ahead.
And to me, the thing he deserves credit for, if you can point out something, is you know what it looked like today? Is he said, this is how we're going to have to play playoff basketball to win, and we got to get him the ball down low when we need baskets.
That's where I was going to segue, just to Willie's point from a while ago, not fearing Milwaukee. They're long, their length is long, but they're soft inside. You know what I mean?
It's 'cause
anytime you got to
Brook
bang
Lopez
on
is a
Brook, anytime you
fucking
got to bang on Brook Lopez. Come on, I know exactly. He's falling in love with threes now. He was
Brook Lopez
3 for
all he
10,
does is shoot.
3 for 10 or 11.
I kind of like him. It's my game, Brook Lopez. I'll bang inside a little bit, but I'm trying to stroke a little bit. I like that. If I was in NBA, I'd have Brook Lopez.
Oh yeah, you'd be a little Brook. You'd have a little Brook in you.
Yeah, I don't like the name Brook. He's got a girl's name.
Yeah.
I have a man's name, but that's fine.
All right, Pat. To the poll
Brian
question.
Lopez.
Today's Sixers Bucks game.
We'll just go Wilson. We're not gonna Lopez it. All right.
Wilson Lopez. Today's Sixers versus Bucks game was a preview of the Eastern Conference Finals. Do you agree or disagree with that? Today's Sixers versus Bucks game was a preview of the Eastern Conference Finals. Do you agree? Disagree? Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, A2D Radio, where you can find us, family. Reading off all your questions, comments, excitement, concern,
I don't know how the Flyers didn't just fucking score.
or whatever the hell else you got.
Fuck. Oh, man.
Because you were talking about them being
listen,
soft inside.
obviously.
Milwaukee being soft inside. So, it's a good poll question because you agree this is the matchup you're going to see.
Well, I'm
Do you
not
agree
trying.
with that?
I'm not
If
going
we
to
get to 3, then we're
that's what I'm
on
saying.
different ends of the
Yeah,
spectrum.
I was going to say, if we end up with the 3 seed, it matches up that if we keep winning and they keep winning, then we would see each other in the Eastern Conference Finals. So I'm going to say I agree. Let's go. I'm ready to play. I still don't want to play Boston. I know you're Mr. Let's go. I don't care about Boston. I don't want to play Boston. But let's
I
go.
don't care.
Eastern Conference Finals. Let's go. Hubert Brown said it today. He said it seems like when you're a good team, there's always a team in your division that gives you a problem, and they're really tough for you to beat. Yeah. And that's Boston for us.
Sure.
I think absolutely. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, I think we match up well against Milwaukee. Now, did Milwaukee miss a fucking shit ton of threes today? Absolutely. But Giannis still had a monster game, and he hit threes, which he never does, and we still beat him. So let's go.
And we missed a ton of free throws.
We did miss a ton of free
throws. He goes for 52 and 17, and it's a huge win. So, no, absolutely. I mean, everybody misses shots. The volume that they miss is what jumps off the page.
Mirotic missed like four wide open, which that's not going to happen.
Yeah, he's 0 for 6, so you expect him, if he dumps into, then all of a sudden that gets a little hairy. But, that'll just change the end of the game too, though. I mean, it doesn't mean you don't just add 6, and because I'm sure there's haters that want to say like, oh, you add 2 threes and they beat you by 1. No, that's not how the fucking game works. That's not how it works, penis face. Right? Everything changes.
I love people like that.
Everything changes.
Everybody misses.
That's the same guy that says we only hit 260 on last season. No one gives a fuck, moron. If one duck nose snort drops in a week, he hits 285. No one cares.
Yeah.
No one
everything
cares.
changes.
Hit home runs and drive runs, and no one gives a fuck about the average.
Yep. Same thing. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you kick a ball. You kick a ball, in baseball, it changes how you pitch the next guy. It's just, there's just everything changes when certain things happen. You can't just add
what's going on.
You can't just
add
to it. Yeah, exactly.
No, because it's like both teams miss shots.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about like bunnies or no call one way or the other.
So
how about the fact that we missed 11 fucking foul shots?
Yep. And I mean, they shoot.
They
shoot a ton of threes to begin with.
We make 6 of those 11.
You're gonna have nights where you're missing a bunch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, their volume is huge.
Yeah, they jack a ton. They jack a ton. But
the thing is, they shot like 26% from 3 today. Usually, you figure on a season they shoot like 35, so they maybe would have made like 2 or 3 more. Usually,
they still might have been 30%, right? It was 18 for 50.
20. I thought it said 27, but whatever.
16 from 50, something like that. It was 34. So you're right.
They shot a shit ton. I'll tell you that.
16 for 50 in that range. I thought I saw. Which is insane.
Oh yeah, Bill Middlebrook says, "Tom, you're always saying about a star takes that shot and wants that shot when it got to 4 with less than 2 minutes left and the B came right down, didn't milk no clock and drained the 3 all net." Yeah, that guy,
talk.
Yep, guys like you can tell what
Joel
wants the ball, wants the in spots, and Jimmy for 2 games in a row wanted to again showed his aggressiveness that we were looking for. Where's Jimmy Butler? Like, where'd you go? And the last 2 nights he showed up, or the last 2 games, he showed up.
What do we say?
That's the guy we're going to need to be able to win games like we did today.
What we said last week was, listen, when JoJo was out, that's over with now. So you can't go back. But you should still be the second alpha dog on offense, right? You're a 4-time All-Star, right? You can take, we play through JoJo, right? But if you're on the floor when he's not on the floor,
Which is
then
plenty.
you got to be exactly. Then you got to be the alpha, and there's no reason that you shouldn't have anywhere between 16 and 20 shots. All right, JoJo gets the bulk, then it should be him. You know what I mean? If Harris is feeling good, Harris is feeling it up.
We don't even need you to be the alpha, like dominating the ball. But,
Yeah.
if Ben gets you the ball and you're open, shoot the fucking ball. Stop passing it. He's just been passing too much. He's passing shots, which I have a problem with.
And today,
I don't want to force it.
Yeah, don't force it. But if you're open, shoot the ball.
Yep, but the last 2 games, he's sort of been more aggressive. And Brett talked to him about, hey, reminded him, he was talking about it today, too.
That's
Like, you're a 3-4-time All-Star, and, act like one. Go act like one. And you've seen that since whenever that was said. It looks like he's acting like one.
There was some.
You need a guy like that. That's why you went and got him, to be able to win in the playoffs and beat a team like you're talking about, Boston or other teams to get over the hump, or Toronto, whoever it may be, that you're going to have to see and get through.
Flyers about to score.
To get where you want. Yep, it was close. To get where you.
No, they're about to, because it just popped up on my phone. We're behind.
Oh, nice. I thought you meant.
But continue talking, though.
I thought you meant like they were about to score.
Oh, no, they
and I was
did.
like,
Yeah, we did almost
And I'm
score,
like,
yeah.
we did. We did. I'm like, that's cool. They were about to, yeah. But no, I agree.
Continue.
Because I'm out of
Sorry,
Toronto.
I'm sorry to put that in your head.
I'm a Toronto because they got Kawhi guy. But I just, some franchises have that weird thing in the playoffs. So I'm going to ride that they saw that they had that weird thing going on in the playoffs where they don't advance where they should. So I'm going to still go with that with Toronto. So I'm going to say, yeah. I think that if we had to see Boston to get to Milwaukee, wherever the case may be, however it shapes out or shapes up.
Well, listen,
I just believe that these are the 2 teams. Today was that like the defining game that I needed to see. The show, like, did we really get all this talent that we thought we did? Are we as good as we think we are? And today was that game where, like, yep, everybody out there that believes in this team, believes in the young puppies, the stars, the generational guys, and the additions. Right, this was the game you needed to see.
Well, we're not.
If
we get the 3 seed, we're not going to see Boston unless it's the Eastern Conference Finals, because they're going to be 4 or 5, and so that means our path is 6 seed, Toronto. After that, likely, and then whoever would be left between Milwaukee, Boston.
6-2 and then the top. Yep, absolutely.
So, I mean, Toronto's is a daunting task, and we haven't played well against them all year, which isn't encouraging, because we have played well against. We should have beat Milwaukee the last time we played them, and that was before we had anybody. We didn't even have Butler yet. That was like really early in the season. And then today, I thought we dominated the whole game. I thought we dominated the entire game today. It wasn't like we were behind and we scrambled back. We were in charge pretty much. From the end of the first quarter on, we got control of that game.
No, for sure.
So it was good to see, and there were some good plays down the stretch because Giannis was just going down and scoring or getting fouled down the stretch like every time. So we had to keep matching them, and we had some really nice buckets. JoJo had like 3 nice buckets. Great, huge 3, dagger 3, but nice bucket on a jumper. He missed one that Ben had a putback dunk on, which was nice.
Hold on, let me
and then
say
he yelled in Giannis' face. Giannis yelled in his face, which I like.
I needed to see that, too,
yeah,
right?
I like that.
I needed to see that. And I think any
you want to yell in my face, I'll yell right back in your fucking
Where's your
face.
little dog? Because I know you got a little dog, and every guy does. So show me a little bit of your growth as a player. Say, okay, you dunked on me. Good.
Yeah.
Watch that.
He didn't even go up for it. He tried to smack it out of his hand.
Ben had 3 dunks
I don't even know how
today.
to call that a foul.
Ben had 3 dunks today where I was like,
oh, okay. Oh, the one down the lane was like early on in the game where
the one over
on the
Lopez.
side.
Yeah, the one over Lopez.
Oh, shit.
The one over Lopez.
Okay, yeah. Where he came in driving.
Yep.
I was like, oh, shit, Ben just jumped from deep.
He had 3 dunks today where you're like, okay, big doggy. We see you, Kendall. We see Kendall's up in them drawers a little bit.
That's fine.
And he
was finding Joe today. And you know what? He was finding Ennis today. And
Ennis played well.
James Ennis.
Ennis played well
I
today.
like James Ennis. But just James.
Scott always gives me what I need him to give me.
James-
Scott's a guy I know every game.
Little sippy poo prison wine.
Dude,
little sippy poo prison wine.
I love it. I love it.
When in Rome.
First
I
off,
love it.
Prison Mike, dude.
The best.
Yeah, I love
That's
the
what I
best.
said. A little prison wine.
Prison Mike, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Took a sip right there, right in the front row.
I fucking put it on Twitter immediately. I was all on top of it. I said, Prison Mike's stealing sips of booze. Come on now.
I was all
Let's
over that
go.
video, too. I saw it. I said, oh, we're rewinding that one. That's
Dude,
a great one.
He's the best.
That's a great one.
I love me some Prison Mike, dude.
But you know the effort you're getting out of him. I just thought it was a complete team effort win today. You got what you need out of your
stop
bench.
driving, though. Every time they find Ennis in the corner,
He's out of
just
control.
shoot
He's
it.
out of
Every time he
control.
drives, he gets a fucking charge. Stop driving. Just shoot the ball.
He's a little out of control.
But he plays hard, and
he's a hardwood floor
and
guy.
he's aggressive, though.
He's a dog with a hardwood
floor.
floor guy. Yep. Set, shoot guy. Go shoot it.
Can't have Joe losing jump balls to Bledsoe, but besides that, I mean, Joe had an amazing game.
It's good to have Bobby. It's good to have Bobby back.
Yeah,
you
Bobby.
need that.
Yeah,
Yep.
Bobby's big
Huge,
presence.
huge dispel. Dispel JoJo.
Big
huge.
presence.
Oh, you need it. Yeah. You need it because Joe's he's not playing already. Just to confirm this,
Even though spelling bee dunked over.
He's not
That was
playing
unbelievable.
Tuesday, yeah.
Joe's not playing Tuesday. He'll play against Boston, Wednesday.
Sure.
Wednesday night. So that's a smart move, I think. He's taking the Charlotte
He
game
had
off.
52 and 17.
Yeah.
But remember, Greg told us last week that people weren't expecting him to be good. So don't
City
worry.
got real quiet. City got real quiet with that ankle turn.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Oh, yeah.
he would love to give a guy a
That's
benefit
an
of the doubt.
early.
did.
That's an early exit without
First
spelling
off,
bee.
first-
Without spelling bee, that's an early
Oh,
exit.
yeah.
Oh, real early.
But I don't know if the eight.
You want to give a guy a benefit of the doubt, like you meant that he wasn't going to go off and be like MVP, like he more of like a top 10 guy, not one of the best. I mean, is that what you meant? Like that's what we mean when he said that.
With Craig?
Yeah, is that
I
what you
hope
meant?
that's what he meant.
Like I hope that's what you meant. Like I'm sitting here saying I hope that's what you meant. That not that he wasn't going to be good.
Dude
I
was
hope-
a top
I
10
hope-
player
yeah,
last year.
Like we all knew he was going to be good, but now it's like, oh, now he hits the 3. Oh, like if you want to say like, wow, like you didn't think he's going to hit the 3 that soon to be able to like almost complete his game in a way. Like that's what makes him. That's the separation of him. And now at least he can hit it, which you have to like respect it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So now
They're still going to give it to him.
and we didn't. Yeah, we
Ben
gave him all
sagged off
day.
like 25 feet. He was like,
Oh yeah,
"Go
they
ahead,
were
dude.
all
Go
they
ahead,
were all
dude.
letting him shoot
You're not
it.
dunking
I love
on
it.
me." Yeah.
It's because he's
Yeah.
such a
He gets to the rim.
He's such a force
He's-
that getting to the rim,
Ah,
you can't stop him.
it's so
that,
easy.
that, like everyone said, I mean,
What's up, fam?
It's,
Everybody's chiming in.
you gotta let him shoot
Yeah,
it, really.
absolutely.
Joseph Frank says JVR has been on a mission the last month.
That was a hell of a pass.
Yeah, it was.
And a goal.
Ryan Brodo, what's up, guys? What's up, Rye?
Brodo!
Anthony
What up, Joe
Ada
Frank? What up,
says,
Rye?
Simmons looks like he has been energized. Yup. Kendall talk. Michael Black, I think Jimmy is still learning to play with the new additions. I think Jimmy's finally learning how he fits in now. I think it's official that this is the Jimmy Butler you're going to get from here on out because I think he realizes how he fits. And I think that takes time, too. I think some nights Tobias is still learning at where he fits.
Dude,
at times.
65% of our roster wasn't here when we started the season. So, I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
It matters. It matters. I mean, it's no excuse talk. Like, you can't get bounced in first round because of that. You know what I mean? But depending, I'm not even okay with a second rounder. I'm not okay with it. But I understand, like.
Not with all the hate.
No.
A lot of hate.
And the one thing that everybody freaking forgets is that our 2 generational guys, we expect them to be generational guys for the next 8 to 10 years. Like, we don't expect them to be,
I mean,
Joe like one-trick ponies here where it's this year or nothing. Like, I try to explain that to people. Like, it's the end of the Sixers doesn't end this year.
Well,
it doesn't end.
Well, because people are too impatient, Tom. They forget, like,
we were talking about this earlier.
It's taken everyone years. Golden State didn't become Golden State overnight. Okay, Steph Curry was in the league for 7 years before everyone was like, "Man, Steph Curry really good."
Yep.
I mean, this shit don't happen overnight, guys. It takes time. Now we've kind of sped up that clock that it takes because of the additions of different guys and the fact that Joe and Ben have broken out to be so good so young.
I mean, it
But
doesn't mean,
it's still going to take time,
Absolutely.
guys.
No, it
it's still
doesn't
taking
mean-
time, and they're going to get better and better and better, like everyone has. That's why, I mean, like, look at Jordan, best player of all time. Did Jordan win anything when he was young? No, he didn't win shit. Fucking didn't win a playoff series till his 5th year, I don't think. I mean, come on, guys.
It all takes time.
Takes time.
It just takes time to the gel get better.
Ah! Fuck.
What a save!
Did he save that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Wow.
Spidey said a couple minutes before he said heart's unreal. So it was right before. It must have been right.
Well, yeah.
there.
To save that.
That was
Right
crazy
there.
right there.
So, like,
Larry Yerk says Sixers are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Love it, Larry.
No, absolutely.
I
And
agree,
like,
brother.
even
Let's
if-
go.
I'd love to see,
it doesn't
and I
mean
hope to God Milwaukee beats Boston if we do go, because, like I said, I want Milwaukee. I don't
I
want
know
Boston.
your fear of Boston, and it's
I don't-
rightful. Like, there's not me saying, like,
don't play
you
well
shouldn't
against
be.
them. It's
You
just fact.
Yeah, there's not me saying you shouldn't be. Wednesday night's a big test again. Now, can this team go do it again? Right?
Yeah.
Now, if they don't, it's not the end of the world, though.
No,
it's
no.
not good,
No.
but it's not the end of the world. You just
Listen,
know,
when
we got to stay away from them.
Here's that
When the
save.
lights
Here's
go
that
on,
save.
that's when we got to show up.
Yep.
When
Oh,
it's
my
time,
God, what a
as soon
save.
as the playoffs start, that's when that's when the shit gets serious, right? It doesn't mean that you're not a fan. Doesn't mean you can't root or be passionate. But if you thought or think that they were going to win the NBA title this year, you're a little bit fucking delusional, right? Now, should you be jacked to get out of the East? Fucking absolutely right. We need to get a fucking taste of the finals and fucking see what happens, right? You're one dick punch away from Draymond, whatever. Somebody, Clay can't play, whatever. Who the hell knows? You still got to play the games.
Durant,
right? But we should
Draymond
want to
kill each other on the court. You never know.
Absolutely,
Things
right?
happen.
But we need
Things
to come out.
happen.
Draymond
I don't
hate
say
each
we
other.
need to, but our goal is to get out of the East, and then we'll see what the fuck happens.
Yeah, who knows? Steph Curry dies in a car crash. Who knows? It could happen.
Oh my God!
Listen, and anyone that wants to say something about me that I just said that, okay, I will gladly trade his life to know I can predict something like that.
I will gladly trade it.
Psychic
gate.
Yep. Miss Willie over here.
Bill Middlebrook, since Embiid came back 4-0, and people don't realize he's still only about 80% conditioned. Well said, Bill.
I think he's a little more than that. The first game back,
he said 69 the other day.
First game back, he was about 69 because he was huffing and puffing.
Well, he said the other night.
He looked, I know. Well, he said, how you doing? And Ben goes percentage, and he's like 69. Of course, because he's the best.
Larry Yerk,
dinner for two.
You guys know I agree with Larry Yerk's comment right here. He says, "Bring on Boston, Toronto, whoever. Don't matter." I love that comment.
We haven't beat Boston in fucking 2 years.
I know.
But I hear you. But I still don't want to see him.
This guy's
it's not that I'm afraid. It's not that I'm like. If we see him, we see him.
Yeah, you're kiddenish with him.
Kiddenish.
You're kiddenish. You're
if we see him. I'd just rather not see him. I'd rather have somebody else beat him.
I would rather somebody else beat him too.
Yeah, well, there you go.
But like again, like we talked about a couple weeks back, like come see us then. Let's go. Like sometimes you gotta put your big boy pants on and say it's time to go beat their ass. It's time to go beat their ass. And we got more talent now. I don't care. We got more stars. We got more talent.
I think he's more. He's more saying like.
I know exactly
hey, when
what he's
there's
saying.
They got our numbers.
He's saying no. I'm not even going to go that far. I'm going to give you enough credit to say that when there's only one guy standing, he's saying, "Hey, let's fight now." Right? When it's only between you and us going to the finals.
Yeah, then yeah.
Hey, let's fight.
Absolutely, I'm with it then.
You don't even want that. Look at his
yeah,
voice. Look at his voice. Look at his voice. You tried to give him an out. You tried to give him an out. You didn't even want that. He didn't even want that.
Flyers.
Grow up. We're talking. We're talking here. Let's go. Not out yet. Not done yet.
Wow.
We ain't done. Well, we are.
We pretty much are. But that's a big goal. 3 seconds left in OT. All right.
Hart was standing on his head.
He's a monster. That Carter is.
That's why it's a great win.
Whoop.
Because because it's a young team still. Again, let's not rush it.
We had 8
Let's
goalies
not
start
rush
this
it.
year.
How about that?
8 goalies.
Off the board.
8 fucking goalies
Who's that,
start this year.
Coos?
Off the boards to himself.
Yo, that's
That is enough.
the old Belmore hockey move. Tyler Richter used to pop that bitch in Belmore hockey all the time. Yo, Hank, where you at?
No, Sparty says, buzzer beater, let's go.
Victoria.
Crumb
Got
says,
it.
wow, Flyers win.
Walk
3
off.
seconds left. Walk off.
Walk
Where's
off.
Lions? Where's Lions?
On air too.
That's a walk-off, Lions.
You guys are just giving me shit. I'm like, I'm trying to watch the Flyers game. And then go. Look at that.
Off the wall to himself.
But no, my point is, like, I'll see him if I have to see him. I don't necessarily want to see him in the second round, but I will.
Well, guys,
like,
but let's look at this. Let's look at this like fucking smart fans that we are. If we were to see them earlier than the Eastern Conference Finals, that means we don't get the 3 seed, and I don't want that. So
True.
So let's get the fucking 3 seed.
And a game up right now, Indiana. Full game up.
We can't. If we get the 3 seed, we can't see them unless they drop to the 6, which that's not going to happen. So they're going to be the 4 or 5, and we can't even see them until the Eastern Conference Finals.
And we're set up good.
Indiana's like a bad set of crabs.
They don't go away.
They won't go away.
Nope.
Dude, they're
shampoo,
tough. They're tough, man.
fucking shampoo, everything.
You go to the doc and get you the right
They're
stuff
tough.
for
They
it.
just beat up
You know what I mean?
OKC,
He gives
right?
you a whole medicine
Yeah.
cabinet for it and still doesn't
Monster
clean it up.
win the other night. Absolutely.
Against OKC, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Beat George, came back, and
They
they
don't
said,
go away.
Swip, Paul. Fuck on out of here, Paul.
Tough.
God damn it, Paul.
But yeah, you know what though? 50 back-to-back win years coming up.
Yep.
And that's big time, especially for all the losing we've been through, and to get back into the dance and another opportunity. And what
all you wanted was
an opportunity, and we're getting one. And listen, I want Eastern Conference Finals at least, but give me more than you gave me last year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me another round.
Give me more.
Give me another round.
Give me some dancing. There ain't nothing like when that song comes on.
Give me another round.
7 and
Just give
6.
me one more round.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6ers.
Come on, give me some tunage.
76ers.
The dance, the old guy dance.
Oh, yeah. 10, 9, 8, 76ers.
And then the finger point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers.
The finger point.
Finger point's classic. Do a little country sometimes.
Yeah.
Your little Jimmy Butler dance.
Just to let you know,
Little Jimmy Butler
that you're
gig.
still here. Yeah.
But look, I think
I can't do the country. Can't do it.
I just don't.
I can't do it.
I think a lot of the negativity went out the air tonight, though. I'll tell you that from what I've seen out there.
On this goddamn, I
Well,
can't deal with
the
this
Brett
goddamn negativity.
like the over Brett haters, the killers, the guys.
I got
who just
something.
are hunting for him.
I want to talk about Brett.
Hunt.
All right, and you know I'm not as critical of Brett as some people, but I'm also don't love Brett like the guy to my left does. But I will say
Jacksonville.
one thing about Brett is the one point where we went from about 12-point lead to a 6-point lead real quick. They had a couple buckets. He banged the tee real fast. He's been hesitant to do that this year. He let teams get huge runs on us without taking a timeout, which I've killed him for. And today he noticed that they were about to start a run, banged the tee, and we regrouped and came out and got a bucket out of timeout. And that was big. That was big time. And
I think he was pissed
that was
though
big.
when he
That
called.
was-
Yeah,
that was
When
big
he called a
time.
couple of them.
Well, there was a
I've seen
couple
him
times
pissed.
at 8 where you felt like, oh, here it comes.
Here
You
they
know what I
come.
mean? Like,
Yep. Get the
That was
timeout.
huge, yep.
And I even liked it. And I think people could criticize this, but I actually liked it. The last draw up, one of the last draws when he called back-to-back timeouts. And you're like, why do you call back-to-back timeouts? And it's like, you know what? Get the play you want. If you ran out of time get exactly the thing
it
you
wasn't
want to
probably
get.
that. It probably saw their alignment and then banged
And
the
then bang
tee,
it,
and
yeah.
then was like,
yeah,
all right,
that's what
this
I'm
is the
saying.
play we're gonna go
Get
with.
the
Yeah.
play you want. Get
Absolutely.
the play in the matchup you want.
Absolutely.
Whatever it may be. So, I like the fact that he used them there. I thought he did. Listen, I thought, players win, right? Players win at the end of the day, and I stick by that. Players win, players lose, especially in the NBA. But I thought he coached well today. I think he deserves credit.
Coaches can lose games though.
They can.
Players win games. Coaches can lose games. But he coached well.
absolutely.
He coached well.
He coached well today. They like we talked about. Made it a point to get Joel to
Against
beat the
a
basket
against a
down
former-
low, and then Jimmy Butler helps him. I think part of him talking to Jimmy Butler about that is because he knows, like, dude, I need you. I need you to go.
Listen,
you know what I mean? Like you're killing me too here, Jimmy. When you're not playing Jimmy Butler game.
Against a former colleague that he used to work with. Budenholzer was part of the
Yep.
Spurs staff for years too, so they know each other well.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to see him come out and coach. He outcoached them today and got a win on the road. It was a big win. It was a win we needed. Measuring stick type win.
Sure.
And I don't like saying measuring stick type shit,
Yeah.
but it was a measuring stick type win because we need to see them beat a really good team. We need to see it.
I gotta have almost.
And Wednesday, can we please?
In that sense,
I'll stop being nervous about Boston if we can fucking beat Boston Wednesday. Can we beat Boston
That's
Wednesday?
another, I gotta have. I know.
Can we win that game,
for psyche.
please?
For psyche.
Can we win that fucking
No,
game?
you're right.
I gotta have
Today.
for psyche.
Today I thought-
But also for the street
Sick
seat.
and
So,
tired of
I mean,
Boston
everything's pretty
bullying
much.
us to fuck around.
Everything's pretty much gotta have, because we're trying to get that 3. But talk about
no, I agree
just a
with you.
psyche win. Though,
I
you know
thought
what I mean?
today
I'm
was
sick
a
and
gotta
have.
tired
It's a
of
gotta
them
have.
bullying us around.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
time to
Absolutely.
put our fucking foot down.
Yep, I thought today was the beginning of the psyche. Sweeps, right? Like I thought that was today, like the start of it. Go beat the best team in the league on the
If
road.
we lose by 20 on
right?
Wednesday, I'm
and
gonna cry.
now get that stigma
Yeah.
that you can't beat them teams out. Now you beat Golden State and you beat Milwaukee this year. So there's sort of this stigma that you can't beat the upper echelon teams is sort of going the way. So now,
And we beat Toronto. We beat Toronto,
the
too.
Wilsons and Toronto. Now to Wilson's point, now go cut the neck off and the final one, go beat Boston because that's the one last hurdle. Now to really say that, hey,
I mean, we're looking for we're
looking for no concern talk.
We just want a W, all right? But I'm looking for rubbing dicks in the dirt too. I
Okay,
like a
God.
little dick dirt
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I like that.
Because
Listen,
we're overdue.
I would love-
We're overdue.
I
I'm looking
would
for a
love
dick
to
dirt.
bury
But I
this
mean,
fucking team.
101, 100, I'll take that too.
love
But I'm
dick.
looking for a
I
dick
love a little
dirt.
dick
I'm
dirt.
looking for dick dirt.
Yep.
All right, you understand?
Dude, seriously, 125-92.
Let's go.
Like,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
we're shooting threes with a minute left.
Yep.
Like, that's what I want.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
And I
Dunking with
want
3
I want us
seconds left.
hitting threes
Yeah.
and looking at them after the threes with a minute left.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you're done bullying us to fuck around. There's a new guy on the block.
Yep.
All right?
New sheriff in
Okay.
town, baby.
As a
All right.
fan,
New
as a fan,
sheriff.
Boston's
as a
been-
fan of the winning side, I still want to be watching the last couple minutes like this because it's just a fucking bath.
Dude.
It's a bath, and we're still got our guys in, and it's
Yep,
like,
yep.
oh yeah, how's that, Brad? Have a little of that, Bradley. How's that? How's that,
how's that,
fucking
Leo?
Brad?
Like, legit. I
What?
watched Friday yesterday.
Great movie.
I was hungover as shit. Hadn't seen it in forever.
Surprise.
And I was out pretty late Friday
Well, I
night.
mean, I know your weekends. It's well
St.
documented by now.
Patrick's Day
I know. You
I
don't
didn't even go
You
out.
don't gotta like try to
I didn't even
explain
go
it
out
like
last
that.
night.
we don't need a
To be
resume.
good
I love
person.
it.
We don't need a cliff notes.
Yeah, we don't need calendars.
We
Like,
know-
we got
we know you're
calendars.
good,
We know. You got to make an excuse. Like, Tom, St. Patty's Day. Like, I know. Thanks.
Hey, could have been any Tuesday.
Yeah.
Could have
Yeah,
been any
it's
Tuesday.
fucking Arbor Day. Arbor Day. He's like, fuck, I just planted it 20 years ago. I planted a tree. Celebrate. There we go. There we go.
Just bought an apple tree and a 30-pack.
Thought I'd sit here and fucking just, I'm in awe of this tree. Look at this tree. That's great.
Shit. I forget what I was getting at.
That's
You got me.
that's my
You got
fault.
me with the apple tree. You got me. Arbor Day got me. I got Arbor Day. Kid got Arbor Day. But no, like we need to beat Boston, obviously, and we need to. I want to dominate them. Like seriously, we need it to be done, and it's just like a psyche for the team.
Yeah, I don't
It's
care
not
if we
even like
walk
that-
it off. I don't care how we beat them. But I agree with you that I love rub in talk. You know what I mean?
Rub it in.
Yeah, I love
Rub
dunking with
it
2 seconds
in.
left, like hard, like Ben
That's
likes
what
to
I'm
do.
saying.
Like Ben likes to do when games are out of reach.
Like you
Let's
guys-
go dunk hard.
That's
Go
what I
dunk
said.
hard.
Like
Look
you
right
guys
over and
both,
say
you
that,
know,
and just do this.
Listen, you guys both covered it earlier. That's part of
Maybe even
That's
stop.
fucking
Yeah, we're
swag.
fine with that.
Maybe even
That's-
stop
that's
and just
the
do
fucking
this to the whole
swag.
bench.
I'm fine with
the whole
that.
bench.
And if Marcus Smart wants to get smart,
Get up.
we got Prince and Mike. He's going to
Get
come
up.
right in
You
for
see,
him. So we're good.
See the neck tattoos? Get up. Somebody get up over there. So anybody. You? No. Joe? You know what I mean?
Well, that's where Jimmy comes in,
What'd
too.
you say
You know
last
what I mean?
week?
Come on,
Swinging.
come on now.
What'd you say
Like
last
Ron
week
Artest's cousin.
about
Like Ron Artest's
about
cousin,
Mike
just
Scott?
haymaker
He's
talk.
got tattoos from neck to kneecaps.
Fucking stem the sternum.
That's great.
But no, both of you guys covered that earlier. That's part of swag. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking swag. There's nothing better than that. You know what I mean? Not only did we need that bucket, the put-back dunk, which was huge for the game itself,
Yep.
but then just the
Well,
fucking swag meter.
Because
The
Giannis
fucking
tried
swag
doing.
meter.
Giannis,
Yeah,
after
absolutely.
Giannis dunked on him, when Ben didn't even go up, he tried knocking it. First off, they called
He
him
didn't
foul.
foul.
How
He
did he
didn't
foul?
foul.
He tried
I was
knocking the ball out of his hand. Didn't even foul him at all.
Didn't touch him.
And then
Didn't touch him.
Giannis is screaming and flexing. So I like that Ben did it right back.
Right
after.
back.
I like that.
And their whole bench is
I
like
it.
their bench is like this, and I'm like, don't you? No.
Yeah, no tee.
No
Fucking
tee.
tee.
No
You didn't
tee.
tee
I'm
him
coming
up.
through the fucking
Yeah.
TV. You tee that, Brett ain't getting thrown out. I am, and I'm in Jersey. You know what I mean? I'm not even in fucking Milwaukee, and I'm getting thrown out of that game.
Shazam right
You know what
through
I
the
mean?
TV.
Then it's throwing me out. That again, you can't. She turned it off. You're done. You had enough. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to get you out of here. Go get a nice cold shower.
Cold showers.
Go get a cold shower. But no, I mean, listen, I just thought it was we talk about 1-2 energy, them things you saw today, confidence. You saw a confident group today. Yeah. And what did they say? The 9th time this group's played together, this starting 5. I mean, and I would like to know I don't know the record offhand in them 9. I'm curious to know that one. It's got to be really good.
Well, we lost to Boston.
I feel like they've only lost like 1 or 2 in that 9.
We lost
with
to
all
Boston.
5 starters.
Yeah, we lost to Boston. We lost to.
We lose Golden State with them here, right? Then we lose to Golden State here with all 5.
Let me see. Hold
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Yep. So there's 2. So anybody in the family,
That might be it.
You never know.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go after the All-Star break because he missed 8, so then we can get a little gauge from that. I mean, I couldn't tell you before that.
Well, we know when we got them all.
Well, when we got him, we won the first game when we got him.
Yeah, we know.
And then we lost to Boston. It was like the second game that we had. Remember?
Yep. Which wasn't even telling, and we were in that game essentially. You know what I mean? And we just had a brand new roster.
So after the
break,
break,
I mean that's you know what I mean. You got to take that into consideration.
Sorry, after the break we had the Heat. So there's 1. I'm just gonna do that first. You know what I mean? Then the Blazers got us. So what's that? 1-1.
Yeah, but was Embiid playing
No,
those
Embiid
games?
No, that's what I'm saying. You want to say? I'm sorry. You want to say the 9?
When all 9.
Yeah.
When they're all
Oh
together.
yeah. No,
So what's before?
I
the
know what
break?
I was doing. I wanted to do 8 after the 8.
So what's before the break? What's before the break? Because then we can gauge. Because we know they played all the when they first started was Denver, right? It was the Denver game.
2-8.
Yep, it was Denver. Friday nighter. It was Denver.
Yeah. So 117.
That was the first game with all of them.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
So win.
1.
So 1.
Beat the Lakers 2-0.
2.
Lost to the Celtics 2-1.
You got the losses. I'll take the
beat
win.
the Knicks 3-1.
Go ahead.
No, hold on. I just got to go 8 games now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Hold on.
6,
Hold on.
7,
We'll
8.
be there.
Starting with the Pacers, we had everybody back, right? On that Sunday, he came back. Joe came back.
Yeah. Last Sunday. Yeah.
Win.
Win.
Okay.
Beat the Cavs.
Win.
Beat the Kings. And beat the Bucks.
So 7-2. We were right.
7-2.
We were
I only
right.
thought they lost 2 games.
We
Yep,
don't need
right
help.
there. No, we didn't need nothing.
We need no stinking
Sorry,
help.
sorry, we wasted your time there. Sorry, we took up your time. We had it spot on from the
And he
beginning.
fucking-
I don't know why
Computer
I don't know why we didn't trust our sports knowledge
Yep.
there. I don't know why we went back to the
But I
computer.
mean, think about that.
We're Mr. No Notes. I don't know why we went to
No,
notes.
I don't want to. I don't
uncalled for.
I don't think this is fair to do, but do that over an 82er. Just add that up over 82. And where you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Well, ready.
That's crazy. But
Wait. Are you ready for this?
63
Are you ready?
19.
Yep,
I
hey.
hate your guts.
It's crazy.
I was gonna say 9 times 9 is 81, so we can just times it by 9, and there you go, 63. Bang, and then we win. We'll say we win the last game, 64.
Tip the scales. 64-19. Let's go.
What's crazy is 64 is 9, and then there's been like at least 12 other teams that have had more wins than that in the season. That's a lot of wins.
That's a lot of fucking wins.
It's a lot of wins.
Yeah, Spuddy, we did have him against
What up,
the
Spuddy?
Warriors at home. Embiid. We did have Embiid against the Warriors at home. I'm pretty sure, right?
Did we? I don't think we did. We didn't go over that game. He skipped past it, so he must not have. It must have been in his 8.
No, yeah, it was at him 8.
Yeah, it was in the 8.
Yep, it was in the 8. Yep, I thought we did, but no, we didn't. Greg chiming in, big win today for the boys. JoJo's a monster, and Liberty gets a first-round upset. Oh, Liberty talk.
Yeah, he didn't play in that
Belmont.
that Warrior game.
Belmont talk. Bears are nice. I like Wofford, but it's not even an upset. They're 7, so. But
Yeah.
Wofford's nice.
I love
Watch out, Wofford.
Yeah, they're going to give Kentucky fits, I think. Down
Yo,
there.
you know I like too? Don't sleep on them. I'm
We
not
can-
saying
we
guaranteed.
can jump into
but
the madness.
Northeastern, Kansas. Woo, woo, watch yourself. Northeastern's tough.
Yeah, Kansas is struggling.
And Kansas is struggling hard. Their 2 best players are hurt, aren't playing. LaMarcus Vick left the team just for what? What did he do? I want to know what he did. He must did something.
Yeah.
Something happened. He don't just leave for personal reasons in the middle of the season. Best player. That don't happen.
No.
Something happened.
Yeah.
That smells like sexual misconduct to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in the library not studying.
That's sexual misconduct in the air.
Smell her. I smell that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Smell that
Sorry
from a
about
mile
that.
away.
Yeah, that smells like he didn't have pants on. Yep. Yep, this guy was wandering around campus with no pants on.
Pants.
Hey, we figured it out.
Everybody knows streaking.
LaMarcus Vick pants was in the library. We figured it out.
Yep.
It's not
Sorry about your damn
It's
luck.
not showing up anymore. That's
I just don't know what happened. I mean, you don't
Well-
leave. It wasn't even like the beginning of the year. It was like January. It was like they were 15 games in. He just fucking. They said he left the team for personal reasons or something, undisclosed reasons. Yeah. Best player don't leave the team for undisclosed reasons.
better
No
start
season.
disclosing.
Something happened.
And on the
Yeah.
media, you better start disclosing.
I was just going to say, if I'm Bill Self, I'm chirping like a son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm squealing.
Chirp, chirp, chirp,
Rat,
chirp.
rat. I'll rat him right out.
Leaving fucking John Doe.
First-
John
first-
Deere notes.
First time they didn't win the Big 12 in like fucking ever.
Off the record?
Oh, yeah.
Off the record?
To the Lawrence Post. The Lawrence Post. There you go. This fucking guy was wilding last night. There you go. And signed nobody.
The old Lawrence Gazette. Lawrence Gazette got a good steamer for you. Meet me in the cornfields behind.
Maybe in a tornado shelter.
Meet me in Topeka.
I know there's no service down there. Maybe in a tornado shelter.
Guy assaulted a scarecrow.
In the library. Take it back to the library talk. Brian Batty in the house. What's up, fellas?
What up?
What's up, brother? He said huge Sixers win. Awesome Flyers dub. Today was a good day. Yeah, I bet the typical Sundays we were used to in 2017.
Today was a good
in
day.
2017,
That's some
brother.
Ice Cube shit right there.
Yeah, Cubit.
They were the
Mama
2017.
cooked the breakfast with no hog. Got my grub on, but didn't pig out.
Pove woke up. Today was a good.
Cube talk.
Love
Cubie.
it. That's a great song. You know, they went back and like told you can find out exactly what day that is. You know that? It's pretty solid. Like they tried to decipher the actual day that Ice Cube's rapping about in that song, because he says there was no smog, so they went and looked when there was no smog. The Lakers beat the Supersonics, so they went back. It's like January something 1991 or something like that. It's pretty good. Wow. Pretty cool. Check it out.
Check it out. No smog.
I got good.
Never in L.A.
Yeah, that's why that's like hardly a never. That never
Smogless
happens.
day?
Yeah.
You get up on a plane coming in over L.A. Oh, you talk about pollution talk? Well, it's like a freaking little. It's like a fucking bubble around L.A. Just pollution in the air.
Oh, yeah.
So weird. And then you get away from it, and it's like it goes away. It's weird. So much population in that little fucking
Yeah, I'd never go there.
bubble talk.
You couldn't pay me to move. You couldn't pay me to go to California. So
What? Even to visit?
I don't want to be. I want nothing to do with that place.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, visiting's cool.
Nah, I'm good.
Because that's negative.
Like San Diego was fun.
He's offended by that.
I'm not offended at
I
all.
don't like California.
I'm just like, you know,
I mean, you were
like,
a
what
little
makes you
upset.
not want to visit somewhere?
You're
Ever?
like, that's not right, or
Like,
something.
everybody wants to like
You
visit
just
everywhere.
sounded
Why?
really disgusting.
I don't like.
Like, everybody wants to visit everywhere.
I don't like
Like
celebrities.
with palm trees and the Pacific Ocean. You
I don't
wanna
like
ever see-
celebrities and
You
hardcore
don't wanna
liberals,
ever,
and
like-
that's literally
Hold
what
on.
California
Hold
is.
on. Okay. But you
I'll
never
hit wine
You
country.
never want to see.
I'll hit wine country.
You never want to see the Pacific Ocean. Like I think that's cool to
Yeah,
see.
I'll pass.
All right. I thought it was
I've
cool.
seen a couple oceans. Don't
Yeah,
need
I
to see
know.
another.
I just like
It's
seeing.
water. It's wet.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'll go to Hawaii and check it out. I'll check it out in Waikiki.
Yeah, I would too.
That's the Pacific Ocean.
I'm just saying. Like I enjoyed it a little bit for the 5 days. I didn't enjoy L.A. the day I went there because it was that's the train.
I
wreck.
mean, yeah,
So the
San
traffic, but San
I
Diego
probably
was
would like
beautiful.
San Diego. Yeah,
San Diego,
I would like
San Diego, you would love. I'm
Little-
telling you.
A
little-
whale's vagina?
Yeah, you would love it. I'm telling
I know
you. Think
it's-
about Baxter the whole time.
First of all, I know
You're
it's
like,
not. I know it's not
I
called
wonder where
this.
that bridge is. Where's that bridge?
I know it's not called
Where's
this,
that
but
back?
La Jolla. A little La Jolla.
No, it's called La Jolla.
I thought it was like
La Jolla?
La Jolla or something.
La Jolla Cove or
La
whatever.
Jolla?
La Jolla.
La
or
Jolla,
something,
yeah.
I'm gonna go La Jolla.
I went and
La
saw
Jolla.
seals, like up close and personal. That was cool.
Oh, yeah?
You know, that was neat.
We got an
Seal
aquarium.
the singer.
I know. I wasn't like
I know.
feed the seal. I wasn't
Yeah,
feed
an
the seal
aquarium.
time. It was just like I was
Were you
close.
Kiss from the Rose?
No, I'm not gonna snug. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get up in. But you know, it was cool to see.
It was a Seal song reference, but
No, I know. I knew where you're going.
it's a power ballad. First off, absolute power ballad.
La Jolla.
Kiss from a Rose.
Yeah, La Jolla.
La Jolla. We'll compromise.
Mike Spuddy says Shanghai is like 10 times worse with 14 million more people. Yeah, so their smog talk's aggressive.
Spidey!
Chinese smog.
Well, they walk around with face masks. Yeah,
Yeah,
something's
yeah.
going on there. So.
Yeah, I don't know what's
I mean,
going
you
on.
know, and if you're not a doctor and you're wearing a fucking mask, I got a problem with you.
Yep.
All right, step away.
I want to know. I want to know what's going on.
Maniscalco.
Yeah. If I get on the plane, everybody's got
You ever
masks.
seen that Maniscalco?
If I get on the plane, everybody's wearing masks. I'm wondering where I can buy mine.
Yeah.
Where can I buy mine? You know that shirt?
Are they handing
I'm fucking
out?
freaking out. I'm here.
Wait,
I'm not
it's
breathing. I'm not
it's
breathing.
like,
What do they know?
Shut up.
have you ever seen this?
Are you guys overreacting, or do you guys know something?
Is this a precaution?
Did you guys do the math? Oh shit, was that math? Ah shit, I didn't mean that. Yeah, I did.
You guys analytical that? Analyze that?
Did you do
Math
math
dog.
in a pack with
Math
Subaru?
dog. No, but I was gonna say that Sebastian Maniscalco has a fucking stand up where he talks about it. He's like I had to go borrow something from the neighbor the other day, and I knocked on the door. Dude answered in one of those like carpenter painting masks. He goes, and didn't say anything about it. And he's like, fuck borrowing something. Why you got this mask on? Are you painting? What's going on? Now I want to know. Because if you come to the door and you're wearing a mask, first thing out of your mouth is, yo, painting the room back there. Don't mind the mask. What the fuck are you wearing that mask for? He's like, I came back to my house like, honey, I think we got moved. Next door neighbor, I think it's a serial killer.
That's great.
It's the truth. Why the fuck you got that mask on?
Yeah, no, I mean, I would freak out. I'll get right back on the plane. Is that thing going right back where we came from?
Is hot right back?
Yep. Close the doors.
14 hours the other way? Let's
Seal
go.
the door.
Little 28-hour trip. Yeah, I'm good.
Yep. Seal the fucking door.
Run it back.
Run it back. Yeah, run it back. Double header.
Let's go. We're going to pick 2 new movies, and I'll do the We're gonna pick 2 new movies, and I'll do the chicken again in 7 hours. Thank you very much.
I'm going to need you to knock me out for that.
I'm going to need
For the first day.
I'm going to need at least 2 rum and cokes. That's a
Minimum.
That's another one.
That's a minimum.
That's another one of the fucking. What the fuck is his name? I always forget his fucking name. But another one of the comedians. He always talks about. He's like, you ever flown really across the globe? He's like, because if you have, let me just tell you, it's a treat. He's like,
Treat dog.
He's like, they feed you, you watch a movie, you watch another movie, they feed you, you watch another movie, then there's 10 hours of a fucking flight left. And he goes, and this is first class. If you're sitting in coach, kill yourself.
Jeez.
Ain't that the truth? No.
I couldn't imagine an 18-hour flight. What the fuck do you do?
I panic.
My sister was on an 18-hour flight to Australia.
Ooh. I panic.
You could sleep. You could have a full day and sleep for 9 hours. You're still on the fucking plane.
God bless her. And then when you get there, the fucking spiders the size of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
The fuck
Jumping
out
on
of
you.
here. I
She
mean,
did-
you
she
gotta
did,
have and they gotta have the nets. Like people.
She
sleep
did a
with the nets
semester.
'cause
She
the
did a
bugs.
semester abroad.
Yeah, they'll jump right on you.
Ah.
You just go missing. You know what I mean? You just go missing.
Spider.
Guys are out there walking their
got
spiders.
bugs.
What is that
Yep.
thing? Yeah, it's a pet.
The spiders got you on like a backpack.
Fucking
Spider fights.
arachnophobia.
You got like back alley spider fights going on.
Start going on like those bum fight videos.
Yeah.
Kimbo sliced the spider. Kimbo spider.
See the size of this motherfucker?
We got a black widow versus a wolf spider over here.
The Black Widow's 420. 4'2", 420.
30-inch reach on the widow.
Yeah, she's 300. No.
Obviously, because she's here.
The fucking wolf spider turned the corner.
She's
It's
got
like, fuck, not her.
She's got to kill. She's got
This bitch again.
She's got a killer bite. Killer bite.
Oh, is that a red dot? Motherfucker.
Somebody turn her over. Is that a red time glass? God damn it.
Oh, man.
Where's my manager?
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
The fucking
The
widow.
guy's looking for Duke. He's looking for Duke. Throw the towel in. Throw the fucking towel in. Throw the towel. Fucking rock. Fucking throw the towel in.
I see three of them out there. Hit the one in the middle.
Everything you got, Rock.
Give it all you got.
You gotta punch like you never punched before.
I'm gonna spit on my drink there. Give it all you got.
You cut him. You see, he's a man. He's not a machine.
Oh my God! You can't get me going on that.
Okay, oh, I know, right?
I'll go all night. Dude. I'll go all night. I really will.
I guess I'll go.
You got him. You hurt him. You see, he's not a machine. He's a man. No pain, Rock. Oh, that should get me going. I gotta go home and watch it now. Name a Sly's two turtles.
Where are we? Spidey, we were,
Anybody know? Two turtles. Rocky's two turtles. What are their names?
Oh, cufflink.
Cuff and Link. Let's go.
Let's go.
Spidey says, where were we?
Spidey. Yeah,
we
it
were
doesn't matter.
We were talking Sixers.
Where were you?
We tend to go off track on.
If you went and took a leak.
Anthony
miss
Adas
anything.
says, how does a plane last that long, 18 hours, without getting gas? It's always a great question.
It's a conundrum.
It's always a great question. I mean, obviously they're fueled up, but, you know, it's always always a little pause.
I'm guessing it's
Little pause for
one of those
concern.
like monster planes, probably.
No, they're
Double-
gigantic.
Double engine, fucking
there's-
400 people on board. If it goes down, you better hit something hard. We don't want to limp away from this thing. You know what I'm saying? One of those.
Crazy. Or it could be like those fucking jets. Or it could be like those fucking jets. You see that? They sent another fucking.
another
They
one.
sent another jet underneath where he fucking sticks his dick out
yeah.
and he fucking
First off,
looking for the hole.
it's not, I'm never excited. First off, okay, let me just say,
Are we that close to being out of fuel?
If
Fuck.
I'm on a plane where another plane has to come fuck it to give it more fuel, okay, I'm not down with that plane ride. Let me just say that right now, okay?
That's
I'm
it.
not down with planes fucking while I'm in the plane. I'm going to say that right now, okay? Because too much can go wrong. There's fuel being transferred through a metal dick from one plane to another. I got issues with it. I got no time for it.
Oh, it needs a little
Yeah,
backfire.
I'm looking for
Over these
Seagal.
little backfire.
I'm looking for Seagal somewhere. I'm figuring Seagal somewhere.
Wait,
I'm like, where the fuck is Steven?
I've seen wait, he dies in the one. I've seen executive decision. Seagal doesn't make it. He's way more of a man than anyone else in these chairs. Okay, if he can't make it, we're all in big trouble. All right.
It's hard to pull off a ponytail.
Like, all you need is a little backfire.
Seriously, ponytails and cocktails, two things that'll never go out of style. Remember that.
Remember the day you played the Titans.
Love it. But yeah, all he needs is a little backlash, a little backfire.
Absolutely.
When that thing's
Big
going,
trouble.
when we're going,
Yeah.
we're going.
Maybe you
close
hit
the hole.
All you got to do is hit a little turbulence.
Yep.
One breaks off.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be some sort of fire that's going to happen.
Yeah, that's not a good
And we're in
thing.
big trouble.
She
You know what I never understood in planes?
I don't want
How
fires in
fuck-
air.
She changes her mind.
Yeah.
No,
We thought we were just playing a game of the tip.
No consent.
now
I
we
didn't
got to
consent
air
to this.
rape. Now we got to air rape.
Now we got to deal with this. Now this is on us. Now we got
Fuck.
records for this shit.
What happened?
Now we're going door to door.
I was cruising at 7:57. At 7:37 came up and raped it. It was a big problem.
I still haven't lived it down.
It's been I've been in a dark place ever since.
Lipstick on the wing.
I see it. You see what's on the wing?
We're so fucked up, man.
We got an air sexual assault.
It's so great. What are we
Between
talking
planes.
Yep.
Between planes.
Plane gate.
Literally plane rape. There's
Yeah.
plane rape going
Yep.
on. It's amazing.
Nobody else has ever thought
That's
of
why
that.
we're the
says.
best. That's why we're the best. Like
Cover
we
up.
said, we talk about anything.
Yeah, literally.
There were some.
Spider fights the plane rapes, guys. In case you're wondering, in case you lost us there.
Best of the week.
Sixers to spider fights to plane rapes, and then we're gonna get into some March Madness.
Keep up. If you don't know now, you know.
If your plate's not full, go somewhere else. I don't know what we can do
plate-
for you.
hold
I
on.
don't know what we can do
Hold on,
for
your
you.
plate's
We've
not
covered
full.
everything.
You
If your
know
plate's not
Spidey.
full, you're welcome.
First off,
First off, we just filled it.
Spidey's fist pumping in his garage right now. He's like they went from. Let me recap. Sixers talk, Flyers talk.
Oh, he's on his
Spider fights, plane rapes. I can't get any better.
Spidey's on his 6th shotgun of fucking Miller Lite. Fucking with his helmet on.
Covered from ears to ankles
Got-
in beer.
Got his Eagles helmet on, trying to shotgun right through the face mask.
Joey
Fucking Ray
DiBardino
Nitschke.
says, metal dick talk.
Joey D.
Sorry. I was just reading. Yeah, we went to places. We went places.
We're fun.
Let's get in a little madness before we hit a break. A little madness. You guys are obviously, we talked about when we first came on. You're good with the number one seed.
Well, let's obviously the number one seeds were 3 ACC teams in Gonzaga. So we got Duke, Virginia, North Carolina, and Gonzaga. Everyone should be getting excited. Best time of the year. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Want me to pull a bracket up?
Yeah, go ahead. Spidey said shotguns.
There it is.
Shotgun up, Spidey.
Bill Middlebrook can answer any Rocky question. I'll tell you every word.
Okay, Bill.
Ralphie Dig.
Hey, Bill. If you're without looking it up, what is the name of the store that Adrian works at? Name of the pet store. Ooh. Check that one. If you know that, I'll give you props. Because I know that.
Ralphie D chiming in.
Father Carmine, that's a good one.
Nassar talk. Michigan State he's
Huh?
talking
LeBron
about.
Nasser. There he is.
Ronnie Nasty.
Ronnie Nasty. Ronnie Nasty. Yeah, Ronnie Nasty, big time crumb. Think about it. Sits all the way down.
crumb.
Sits all the way down the other end of the bench, but when you go to the locker room, he fondles the fuck out of you.
Bald rapist.
That guy's a problem.
Not a good combo.
Nope.
That's never good.
Okay.
Because I can't.
Bald rapist.
Where the fuck?
We got no bracket yet?
It won't it just keeps giving me people's opinion on it. I want to see a fucking bracket. I just want to see the bracket.
Wow. First time?
No, it's not my first time.
Mr. Bracket over here.
Willie brackets, actually. Okay, we're good. We're up. What do you want to do? What do you want to talk first?
How about we go? Not go, but of the top 16, take out the number one seeds. Who you like? Anybody in those? Not like. I mean, of course you like teams, but anybody you like to cut down the nets.
That's not a one
second
seed?
tier. Yeah, it's not a one seed.
Okay. I like that.
I can give you the remaining ones if you like. You got Michigan State, LSU, Virginia Tech in the East, Tennessee, Purdue, Kansas State in the South. The West seems to be the hardest for me, which makes sense because Gonzaga was the fourth number one. Michigan, Texas Tech, Florida State, and Kentucky, Houston, or Kansas.
I think North Carolina might be the toughest.
You ain't kidding, bud.
The Midwest.
Oh, you mean I got you.
Yeah, with North Carolina. I feel like the Kentucky, even though I don't think Houston's very good, I think Auburn's really good. I'll tell you what, I think Auburn and Carolina are going to meet in the Elite Eight in that side.
Auburn's streaky to me. I think they are good,
Auburn's
but they shut the lights
really
out.
well.
I know, they shut the lights out, though. You know what I mean? Which, obviously.
I know, but
I
hear what you're saying.
Tennessee has a
I thought yesterday was their championship. You know what I mean? Like, in their eyes. You know what I mean? They beat Kentucky.
I think Northeastern's going to beat Kansas. I think Kansas stinks. I don't think they're very good at all.
I agree with you.
I'll go with Tennessee as that team.
Okay.
I like Tennessee.
I like the bracket they're in. I mean, I like the region they're in. I feel like, outside of Virginia.
Well, and it goes back to goes back to Raptor talk, like you're saying. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things where even if there's different personnel, just some things are always there. You know what I mean? Like I said, now when we're talking about the Raptors, not to talk about the NBA, but LeBron was there sort of over all those years. But it's just still that stigma you got to get over. And Virginia, I mean, come on.
I like Michigan a lot.
There's been one number one seed to lose, and it's them. So
I like Michigan a lot. I like Michigan State a lot, but they're in a tough bracket with Duke on the other side. I'm not so sure how tough Michigan State's road is to Duke. I think Michigan State should actually – they've lost early the last couple of years. I know Syracuse took them out last year in around 32. But I think Michigan State's going to beat Bradley. I think they'll beat Louisville or Minnesota. And I think they'll beat whoever comes out the other side because I don't think LSU – I think LSU's about to crash and burn. They might lose the fucking Yale.
They very well could.
Yeah, and I think Maryland stinks. I think whoever wins Belmont Temple, which I think it's going to be Belmont, but whoever wins that game beats Maryland. Mark that down.
I agree. I think
Mark it down.
I think Maryland is garbage.
St. Louis is tough. I like Vautech. St. Louis is tough. I watched them play today. I had a bunch of money on St. Bonaventure.
Justin Robinson is coming back for Vautech.
Vautech's tough. They're real tough. That's a tough
well
game for Duke.
Well coached. I love Buzzy.
That's going to be a tough game for Duke in the Sweet 16 if Vautech gets there.
Yeah.
I like the VCU team, but that's a tough matchup with UCF. They got that dude at 7-7.
Want to do? You want to go? You want to go Final Four? You want to give a Final Four?
Well, okay.
You know what I mean? Get right to the meat
and
and potatoes.
I'm trying to get a bracket too, like he was saying.
Can we? I want to know, like, well, we can do it after the break.
Where is
too,
the bracket?
I want your, because every year a double-digit seed goes, at least one double-digit seed goes to Sweet 16 every year.
Yeah.
I want to know who yours is.
Double digit.
Where'd
So
you
at
find
least a 10 seed.
Where'd you find that bracket, bro?
I went to printable bracket. That's the only way I could find
there
it.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah. So the play-in games, not that – I mean, I know they're not considered play-in games. They call them first-round games now. They're fucking play-in games. St. John's, Arizona State. Arizona State lost last year, and they were in the same play-in game last year against Syracuse and lost. I think Arizona State gets done this year. St. John's has been really streaky. So I'm going to go Arizona State, and I'm going to go Belmont win those two of the first four games. And the other two are the 16 seeds. I don't give a fuck who wins.
Well, so I'll go New Mexico State, right? I'll go New Mexico State as one of them teams.
What are you looking for?
A double-digit team that can get
double-digit
to the Sweet 16.
seed that can go to the Sweet 16 is one every year.
So I'll go with them as one. Okay, I'm gonna pick two real quick, and I'll go Seton Hall.
And that's the next week.
Wow. I was literally just looking at Seton Hall. I like Wofford a lot.
I like their bracket.
But Seton Hall's playing really – they've been playing tough.
And I like the bracket. I like the bracket. Their bracket's like favorable to not come out of, but get to a Sweet 16. You know what I mean? At least playing a Sweet 16. Their bracket's favorable.
Yeah, Kentucky's sitting there, but I do love Wofford.
I'll tell you what mine is right now. My Sweet 16 double-digit seed is Oregon. Oh, my God, I'm right with you.
And it's funny
love
Oregon.
You're not, play great defense.
And it's funny, for any of these teams, though, you're not getting
three senior leaders play great defense. I love Oregon.
For any of these teams, you're not getting, like when we're talking about the double digits, too. The funny thing is, like, you're not getting to a Sweet 16 without having to knock off a big dog. That's the
and
thing.
I'm going to say, this Oregon team, they have a tough road, too, this Oregon team, because they got Wisconsin first round, and if they beat them, they probably got Kansas State, who's really tough.
Yeah, Whiskey's well coached, and Ethan Happ is an absolute fucking bitch. But I mean, like bitch in a tough way. Like I mean, he's a problem. He's grip. He's a stud.
I'm
but
not sure
they're just playing right
I'm
now.
not sure I would use the word bitch there.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
I meant like a son of a bitch.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I didn't know Buffalo was that kind of record.
Buffalo's really good.
Buffalo's
dude.
really good.
Yeah.
Very good.
But as a 6, I was hoping they were higher.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna get a 5.
Yeah. Oh, I meant the other.
Nevada,
No,
another
lower, yeah.
Nevada, another good team because we know from
Well,
last year.
Senior Layden.
Yep.
But Michigan's down there. I'm not saying they're it's. Anybody's you got to play the games. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I do like Nevada. I just wish they had a better draw. You know
I
what
can
mean?
see
Buffalo.
It's tough.
I can see Buffalo getting to
that
the
other side of the
16.
bracket.
Yeah.
That other side of the bracket's got to me. It's got better teams.
I'll tell you what. You know
what I'm saying?
who's tough.
That
too?
left side's got
This-
better teams.
Well, I wouldn't be shocked.
The right side's got
even
some
though
big, right
think,
side's got UNC.
I think
obviously.
Florida State is really, really good and they're extremely athletic. But the Catamounts of Vermont can stroke it. They got a guy. They got the Zion Williamson of the American East. The Catamount. Vermont's got a big dude that can really play. Does everything right. So Vermont gets hot. They could beat that team. And then Murray State, Marquette. Murray State could definitely beat Marquette with John Morant.
Yeah,
right.
he's a
That
stud.
could be a double-digit matchup to see who goes.
Oh,
to the
you've seen it
Sweet
before.
16.
You've seen this all the time. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back on the other side. We'll do our final 4, and we'll tell you who's cutting the nets down.
Yeah, we'll give
our
our
predictions.
our best picks here.
Yeah.
You guys got your predictions. You can throw one in.
Real quick, Bill Middlebrook gets back and goes, I don't know that one. He didn't know the name of the pet store, but he goes,
Good honesty,
he goes,
Bill.
No Google talk there.
Hey,
And
boy.
so
Google talk, Bill.
he wants to know what the name is, and he also
I'm gonna fuck it up.
Good for you, Bill.
It's like
Now you put the big fella on the spot.
no. I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fuck the name up. I feel I should know it. It's like AB. It's either 1, 2, 3 pets or ABC pets. Something like that. I fucked up, but look it up, Bill. Let me know because I forget.
I think it's
Chris
ABC.
O'Brien knows for a fact.
This guy looks.
Chris O'Brien's the guy.
Because he's in trivia, he doesn't know trivia.
No, well, I know most trivia, but I know that's like the hardest question because Chris O'Brien is my Rocky
Yeah, I was
guru,
gonna say.
and he always says that's like the hard. He always says it out loud. I
Billy
always forget
Billy
it.
came
Always
puffing,
forget
so you got him. I
Yeah.
mean, great honesty, Bill, that you didn't have to Google.
it. Do you know
it.
the goal? Do you know his fish's name?
He asked what
That's a pretty good
He
name.
asked you what the dog's name was. I forget.
Look at this battling.
Einstein.
Nope. Einstein.
No, it's Buckus.
As in
Buckus.
Dick Buckus.
Yeah, it's Buckus.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah, and well, I'm not gonna say the fish's name because I just asked him. And then the turtles are Cuff and Link.
Yep. We confirmed the turtle. We did turtles earlier. That was also part of our conversation. Turtles, airplane, sexual assault, and Sixers. And on the other side, we're going to finish off our brackets. Okay, we'll talk a little Phil's finishing up spring training action, getting ready for opening day, baby. We'll give our crumbs of the week before we get out of here. Everybody over on Twitter, Facebook, people in the family that was over on IG, everybody head over to YouTube for the second half. Still got a lot to talk about. We're reading off everything you got to say as well. It's Agree, Disagree, A2D Radio, live from the Real Talk Studios every Sunday, brought to you by our doc. Make him yours, Dr. Paul Vidal. Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. Find him on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Agree, Disagree, A2D. We'll be right back.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes. Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes. Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes. Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Agree, disagree. A2D Radio. We are live from the Real Talk Studios. Every Sunday, we're brought to you by our doc. Make him yours, Dr. Paul Vidal. Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. Find him on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Time unknown. Nick Delgazzo, Brian Wilson, Robbie Pove on the ones and twos. Family out there joining us from all over. We got a lot still to talk about. We'll do a crumb of the week in a few. Philadelphia Phillies, little spring training report. We did most of our bracket. We'll give you our Final Four and who's cutting the nets down in a minute here. We start off the show with the Philadelphia 76ers take down the Bucks. And that ties right into our poll question, which you can still vote on everywhere. Today's Sixers versus Bucks matchup is a preview for the Eastern Conference Finals. You agree? Disagree? Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. Family, Wills, Sweepsy, let's finish off our brackets here.
So we're just going to do – should we give our Elite Eight or are we just going to give our Final Four?
I like Final Four. Just get to the potatoes.
I like the Elite Eight.
I mean, everybody likes the Elite Eight in their own bracket, but people want to know who you got in the Final Four. That's where the money makers are. Who you got in your Final Four, who's still standing, and who's cutting nets down. All right?
I'm going to get a Brett. Let me see this.
You worried about that, Wells?
No, we're good. Do you want to go first?
Who, me? I'll bang it out.
Well, we'll start with the East, I guess. They're top left.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm going Duke out of there.
Yeah, I'm also going to go Duke out of there. We can talk about them a little bit. I think Duke – I like Duke playing Michigan State in the Elite Eight out of there.
Yeah, I think no, absolutely. And talk about getting really screwed. I mean,
Michigan
State got screwed.
They
You
did.
get paired with the number 1 overall seed after you just
Which
won
means
the
they're
Big
the worst
Ten.
too, which
yeah,
doesn't make
exactly.
sense
No,
to me.
absolutely. You know what I mean? They just won a Big Ten. You handled Michigan 3 times this year, and Michigan got a kind of better draw. They got a better 2 than them. Yeah, I thought that was a little bit of shafting. That was a little nassering right there. But yeah, I think Duke is the consensus, especially on this couch. I mean, with Zion back,
Listen,
he's a man-child.
They're just really good.
They're really good,
They're really,
and
really
he's
good.
that much of a difference maker. And we know what this tournament is about. It's about, it
Difference
is about
makers.
guard play, but it is about difference makers.
Well, they have a
guys that can take over.
They have a
you know what I
very
mean?
good guard as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, no, absolutely.
He took over that game against Florida State. That's right. Tyus Jones did.
Yeah.
Or not Tyus. What's his brother's Tyus, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck his name is. Something T. Jones.
I'm going to get cute in the West.
Trey. It might be Trey.
Trey Jones, yeah.
I'm going to get a little cute in the West.
All right. Well, yeah. So I guess we all have Duke. Like I said, I think I got him playing Michigan State. I do like Virginia Tech to give Duke a good game in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I like.
And I like Belmont or Temple, whoever wins that game, to beat
yes.
Maryland. That's my top.
Agreed, 100%.
upset there.
I like Liberty as a 12, just to get by that first one.
Is Mississippi State any good? I don't even know anything
Offensively,
about
they can score a little bit, but they have some defensive lapses, and Liberty, don't sleep on Liberty. So
So we're
We'll
going
see.
to move down to the West?
Yeah, we can do the
yeah,
West.
let's see, have any other upsets in there. But no, I mean, it looks
No, I don't really have it. Like I said,
some
I
coin
think
tosses, like you said.
I think Yale could give LSU a scare. Or actually, I'll say this: I think that whoever wins Belmont Temple game gets to the Sweet 16, so they'll beat LSU. Yep. But Yale could give LSU a scare because LSU just I don't know. I feel like they have obviously they lost their coach. They got all that shit going on.
Yeah, that kid came
it
back.
could be-
The kid came back. So,
yeah,
I mean,
but
it's,
yeah,
I
but
understand. It's lingering.
They lost in their first round of the SEC though.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I
it's
mean,
cranberry talk. I mean, it's lingering. It's definitely it's lingering.
Did you
I
have
mean,
to let it linger?
I know we got a big cranberry guy over there,
love
so
the-
I threw that
I
in
love
there
the
for you.
crayons. I love the crayons. So it was a very, very sad day when O'Riordan died.
Yes.
She had a terrible name, but Dolores O'Riordan. Sounded like she's like 97. She died pretty young.
The West, I'm going to go with a big-time upset out of the West. And I'm going to take a team we talked about before we went to break. I'm going to run with Nevada out of the West. Take a little shot. Have a little fun with it.
They got the
Senior
Martins.
Leighton, buddy. I mean,
Yeah, they got
listen,
the two Martins.
they're built for it. I mean,
They've been playing like shit down the stretch.
yeah.
though.
No,
But-
100%, buddy.
But I hear you. I mean, listen, their Senior Leighton club. They got the twin Martins. They got the other kid that can fill it up too. What's his name? I forget. He can fill it up though.
Keith Caraway or something. Carrawell.
Lefty, black lefty.
Two Martins, Carawell,
And
and a couple other big
I don't
guys.
know,
Yeah.
but he can fill it up
Yep.
though. But they can score. But then also I've watched a couple games recently where they just couldn't score. So, I don't know what's going on with them. But they're dangerous. Obviously, my boys are in the West. You know that. I think the Cuse can give Gonzaga a good game. Cuse is going to beat Baylor. And guess what? Our zone always fucks with people. Always fucks with people. I'd love to see us upset Gonzaga. I do not have Gonzaga coming out of this, by the way.
I am a Gonzaga guy, though. So I hated to see that, but I know.
I got Michigan.
I'm with you.
I got Michigan coming out of this. That's what I have coming out, and I have them beating. I'm going to have them beating Florida State in the Elite Eight.
Because even though it was one game, I didn't like that. I didn't like that championship game out of Gonzaga. You know what I mean? Like, you roll either you were complacent or you just you rolled over and you wanted 2 bids in. Whatever your mindset was, I didn't like it there. You know what I mean? Like, you beat St. Mary's by 40. Right? You're not supposed to lose by 15.
Dude,
you know what I mean? Come on.
First off,
you scored 47 points.
You beat them by a combined 67 to 2 games this year, and then you lose by 15 to them.
Yeah, I don't like that lapse right there.
That's bad. That's real bad.
But I do like
the conference championship.
I do like Michigan out of there. No.
Michigan out of there? All right. Let's swing over.
And then I got a couple upsets in there, though, I'd like to throw in. Like I said earlier, I think Murray State can beat Marquette.
Yeah, because we talk about guard play, and he's fantastic. One of the best,
And I know you said you like Nevada to come out of there, and they very well could. But Florida's playing good ball right now. Be careful, Florida.
I like
Florida
Buffalo to win 2 games. I mean, there are 6, so it's not monsters, but I like them to knock off Texas Tech. I like them to knock off Texas Tech in the second round, and then maybe match up with Michigan right there.
Yeah,
Sweet
C.J.
16.
Massenberg can play.
Yeah.
They got some guys that can play on Buffalo. They'll beat you up. So slide over to the Midwest, which is the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's UNC to me. That's not even close.
I don't see.
Carolina's tough. I mean, don't sleep on that second round game. Now, I'm not saying Utah State's going to beat them, but Merrill's Player of the Year.
Washington
guard play for them. I got nothing. Washington's garbage for me. I like Mike Edwards, Syracuse guy. That's fine. I wish he would have stayed there. I'm sorry, Hopkins.
But you're good.
But they've just been garbage down the stretch. Just too much. You know what I mean? They just go. Their offense goes away. Like they play great offense early on.
I love
they
that
were
one kid on defense though, Matthias Thybulle.
He set the steal record last night.
He broke Gary Payton's steal record. Matthias Thybulle can play.
No, I like him, but his offensive too many droughts for me.
The problem is, I think Utah State's probably going to beat Washington.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a tough matchup for UNC. Not a matchup, but
I thought for sure that we were going to get Washington. Because I was like, Syracuse is going to get an 8, Washington's going to get a 9. It's our former, and you know how they fuck with you. It's our former fucking assistant.
Great story.
We're going to get Washington.
Yeah.
I thought for sure, and we didn't, so I was shocked by it.
So who do you got coming out of there?
I got Kentucky.
Sweeps?
UNC, I'm chalked there. I mean, like I said, I think that Utah State game's tough.
I think it's Kentucky
but
versus UNC.
They don't get beat. Yeah. I mean, I think Wofford gives Kentucky a battle, and we'll see what happens. But up until that Tennessee game, Kentucky's been rolling. They were saying that the guy said they interviewed the Stanford AD. He said Kentucky was the next one in line before the weekend. Before they had stubbed their toe.
Oh, to get it
against
won.
Tennessee, yeah, exactly. So I mean, their body of work
and
is
they were
there,
beating
obviously.
Tennessee by 8 with a minute 40 left.
Yeah.
So I mean, they blew that game.
Oh, it was Clapsville. Yeah, absolutely.
And I like Kentucky a lot. I think North Carolina is awesome. They beat you up inside. I love their guard. Kobe White or whatever, the freshman can really play, can really move. And
Cameron Johnson's been around
player.
for 10
Cameron
years.
Johnson was on.
I feel like
Cameron Johnson was on Pittsburgh.
I remember him at
hitting
Pitt.
shots against Syracuse. Now he's on
Yeah.
fucking UNC and shots against Syracuse. It's fucking crazy. But
I like Iowa State as a 6. To pick off a few. I mean, Houston is getting kind of like I just don't like that conference, and they took a dump today. They didn't really show up, so. I don't really. I got nothing for Houston does nothing for me. They don't move the needle
Ohio
for
State
me,
stinks.
But I like How did Ohio State get in? That's terrible. I mean, that's.
I don't even know how they got in. They stink.
That's why I said Ohio State's garbage.
But I like Northeastern. I think Northeastern can beat Kansas. Be careful of Northeastern.
And I think the most interesting part of the bracket is the South. Like the most open part of the bracket is the South that we're getting to here in a sec. Like I think,
especially if you don't respect Virginia.
Yeah. Like it's really,
and we love how
we
love how Oregon's playing. So I mean,
out of all 4, it's the most open bracket where you can say, okay, there's a couple different teams where you can really say come out of there. You know what I mean? More than any other bracket.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, I love another
We had
13.
chalk.
I love the Irvine. I watched them last night. I mean, they won by 40 last night in their championship game. I mean,
UC Irvine.
Kansas State don't do nothing for me.
Listen, Kansas State plays really good D, but they don't really score the ball much.
Yeah.
UC Irvine can play,
Yeah,
and they
can
score.
light it
They
up.
can score.
Yeah,
They can score. I watched UC
there's
Irvine a couple times this year.
There's another double-digit one that the
Irvine-
boys are
Yeah,
giving
like,
out.
I don't care where you're.
UC
I don't
Irvine
care where
plays
you're
at
going,
11:30 at night a lot, so
Yeah,
I see a lot of
yeah,
their
yeah,
games.
we're
Like, I really don't care where you're going, like 30-5 at, or
Yeah, I know.
32-3. Like, if you're going like 32-3 or 30-5, you're doing something right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you might play against shit teams, but still got to
Yeah.
win games. So I'll expect you to.
No, but I mean, to your point, though, you're right. I mean, because that's the one region that sticks out like monster upsets for me. Because, like I said, we agree on Oregon.
love Oregon.
Not saying Oregon can get it done, and we just gave you that Irvine. Not saying they're going to get it done, but there's a possibility. And I'll go as far as to say Old Dominion as a 14. Purdue doesn't do nothing for me.
Old Dominion's
Yeah.
tough, tough inside.
Yeah.
Tough inside.
You
Old
don't know,
Dominion is.
like Nova's solid. They're tough.
St. Mary's can beat Nova. Though.
But they
Yeah.
can beat
careful.
Nova. That's the
Be
point.
careful.
If they play like
That's
they did against Gonzaga.
That's the
yeah,
point.
absolutely.
Like, yeah, like you know what I mean. So Nova's the team you can say, oh, they go Sweet 16.
I'm surprised
or
Nova
they
got
get
a
bounced
6
in the first round.
I thought
You know what
Nova
I mean?
should. I thought Nova should have got a 4 or 5. Kind of shocked they got a 6, and they got a tough draw. I'd be upset if I was Nova. St. Mary's is a tough team to play.
Well,
Now,
and it's tough because they play Gonzaga twice or 3 times a year too. So
Cincinnati's
it makes them tougher.
tough.
You know what I mean?
I
It
like,
makes them tougher because
I
you're
like
playing.
Nick Cronin. Cincinnati's tough, man.
I hate
always
Cincinnati.
tough.
They're
They'll
going to
slow
go
it
palms
down.
up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're
gonna palms
frustrating to
up
play
all
against.
day.
It's
Yeah.
palms up all day. They're looking for a 56, 54 game.
They're
Yeah,
gonna have a guy that's
So-
gonna hound your point guard's gonna get hounded down the court
Yeah.
all game
Yep.
long.
Yeah.
I'm still going to take Tennessee out of that bracket.
No,
though.
I hear you. I'm just
gonna
saying,
go-
there's a guy, a possible upset
Yep,
right there.
I'm going to take a shot at Tennessee out of that bracket.
Yeah, I take Virginia. I think last year the culmination of last year's collapse in the loss of 16 seed.
the taste
and
is awful, yeah.
and it's awful in their mouth. They can really shoot it this year. They got 2 guys that can really shoot it.
Yeah,
and,
that's
and,
what I was gonna
And
go
they got
with.
Kendall Hunter or DeAndre Hunter. I think
Top
his name is
lottery
actually.
pick,
Who's
yeah.
probably a lottery pick.
Yeah.
And he was hurt last year. Didn't play in the tournament.
Yeah.
Really good player. I actually think Virginia gets to the Final Four.
He's going to
finally.
have to be
finally gets to the Final
I would have
Four.
to say he's definitely the X factor because if you don't shoot, like they shoot the lights out, but if they don't,
DeAndre Hunter can score inside.
Yeah, exactly. He can score inside, and the way
And
they
he
play
can board.
defense, they
And
can
he's-
win an ugly game. They
and
can
he
win
might-
ugly games.
He
you know?
also is their defensive stopper too.
Yeah,
He's their best.
they can
defender.
win ugly games.
Ty
so.
Jerome can play though. Can really play.
Oh,
the
yeah,
point guard.
absolutely.
I'm going though. I'm going to go Duke UNC in the finals.
Well, going right to the ACC.
Yeah,
with
I
you,
think
aren't you?
I think that's how it's going to shape out.
So
shape up. I just feel that
I'm gonna go.
it's great for college
Well,
basketball
listen,
too.
but my final.
College basketball.
my
eat that
Final
up,
Four-
You know what I mean? College
So who was your
basketball eat
Final
that up.
Four?
It was Nevada, Nevada, Duke,
Tennessee, UNC.
Tennessee, UNC.
Okay.
So I
Mine's,
got 2-1 still playing ball, and a 2 and a 7.
mine's Virginia, Duke, Michigan, Kentucky. 1-1, 2-2. That's never gonna happen.
Yep, you're out. You're out. Sweeps.
You don't know for a fact. I'm out. You're an idiot. I'm out.
Duke, Michigan, UNC, and that South is brutal.
Yep, that's a go
That
going
is
talk.
brutal. You know what I mean?
There's a lot going
I
on
don't
over
want to
there.
pick Virginia.
There's a lot going on over there.
It really is.
There's a lot going on down south. I mean, shit, you can make a case for Wisconsin coming out. You can fucking.
Fucking Oregon's
That's
gonna
a good
beat
draw for
Wisconsin on that
Tennessee.
first
I know.
fucking game.
They could. They could.
It's a good draw for Tennessee, so I'll go with Tennessee. So I got
It
two
is a good
twos,
draw.
2 1s, 2 2s, 2 1s.
Yeah, you guys are right there with each other. So I'm 1-1.
So who we got in the
2-7.
final? I'm in my final.
Man, it might be this fucking ACC rematch
So-
again.
I think
Jesus.
it is.
Well, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it as well, probably.
Might be a fucking queen
How can you
queen
not?
sweep up here. I mean,
No, I'm not going to. I'm gonna go. Okay,
I
so
almost,
I'm gonna
I
say.
almost got cute and said Nevada over Duke.
I'm gonna
And
say-
like, I can't.
I'm gonna
I just-
say
I just think
Kentucky-
it's gonna run out at some point. You
I'm
know.
gonna say Kentucky over Virginia and Duke over Michigan. So Kentucky Duke final, and Duke wins it. That's my pick.
Yeah, I don't like Kentucky enough.
no, me neither.
I do like
don't.
Kentucky a lot.
I mean, they've grown up a lot from that
They
fucking
have.
opening day fucking.
Yeah. I put a lot up on that
romping,
one.
a romping
Yeah.
that they received.
I
You know
like
what I
it.
mean? So
You just say how much you like Tennessee. They should have
Yeah.
just beat Tennessee the other day.
No, I got
They
you.
had 'em.
I just like Tennessee in that bracket more so than.
They have a guy
Up top.
named Admiral that leads the team. I mean, that's always solid.
Yeah, true.
Tennessee Admiral Schofield. Solid name.
All right, who you got cutting it down?
Duke. I hate to say that, too, because I fucking hate Duke, but they're the best team. With Zion healthy, they're the best team.
I'll go UNC. Just to switch it up.
You've always been a UNC guy.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm going. I'm not taking Duke with a straight
I
fucking
should have taken
face.
Syracuse, but I can't do that.
I should have taken Nevada.
Oh, I might get cute. I might muck it up with fucking Michigan State. I fucking hate Ralph. All right, so that's what's fucking caused me, and I fucking hate Duke too. So fuck you, Ralph. Fuck
Fuck you,
Duke.
Spielman.
I don't want anybody coming at you. Seriously, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to fucking hear
Yes.
that guy, bro.
Dude,
He fucking
yo,
right away.
Did he
yeah.
live
I
video?
mean,
Wait, sorry.
Couldn't wait.
I'm sorry,
Couldn't
people.
wait to get out of the weeds.
For who
Saw that pick, by the way.
Whoever's still watching.
Saw that fucking pick.
Did he live video a flag football game? Smells?
That pick too.
Wow. Your live video in a flag football game, Smells? I don't give a fuck where it was played. I don't care if it was at Giant Stadium. I don't care one bit. That is awful, dude. Awful. That's fucking awful. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. That's acceptable if you're like 11 or 60. If you're 11 or 60, that's acceptable. Anywhere in between, it's not.
I got some upsets all over the place. So I just think at the end the chalk is just gonna sit there. I mean, I'm looking for it's probably Duke UNC for a fourth time.
It could be.
Yeah, we'll see.
Very well could be.
You know.
Yep.
And the last game
two,
was great.
two without
so,
Zion. That's on two without Z, and then obviously the other night was an awesome, epic game. You know?
Yeah. And
I
Kobe
expect-
White
I
kind of
expect-
settled. He should have
I
went to
expect
the
it to be a dogfight. No question about it. That's why I want it. I want that game.
Carolina's really good.
I think
man.
it's the best.
Yeah, they really
I think
are.
it's the best game for college basketball.
I
that
kept
you can get.
ignoring Carolina all year, especially after those two wins. Like, no Zion, whatever, yeah, but they're pretty good, man.
Buddy, you can't
Well,
say
it is.
They're good, man.
They got the veteran leadership.
Yeah.
They got a couple. They got so Cameron Johnson and Luke May, veteran leaders, right?
Yep.
They
May-
got,
Both
They
guys
had another
been there
guy.
40 years.
Yeah,
40
million.
years.
Yeah.
Million. Yeah,
And
guy
they
never
brought-
Him
left.
and Perry Ellis.
Yeah,
They ought to
Perry
just
Ellis. Oh, my
fucking
God.
mate.
Perry
If
Ellis.
they
Perry
made it, they would have like a fucking kid from like 1800.
Yeah.
Perry Ellis from Kansas, right? Yo,
Fucking
Dude,
kid would
he-
come
first
out
off-
like with fucking a receding hairline.
Yeah,
First off,
fucking hair on his chest.
He came into
Perry
Kansas.
Ellis.
He came into Kansas wearing Perry Ellis. That's how old that dude is.
Oh.
All right. That shit was hot in '95. He came in
unbelievable.
rocking Perry Ellis, and he left the team 2 years ago.
Yep.
But yeah, Duke's so good. Like but so is UNC. I mean, UNC has the young point guard who's a stud, Kobe White, and they got the veteran leadership. They could definitely get there.
Who you
They
taking?
bored you to death. I told you I took Duke.
Okay. Let's get into Phils for a few.
Little Phils.
Well, Phils talk. Nothing really to get too deep into. Just besides.
Fill your brackets out. Have fun Thursday. You should take off Thursday, Friday. I usually do every year. Unfortunately, I'm off. I'll be at a wedding.
Unfortunately,
So I'm probably not going
Guy's
to be
in Georgia.
No, I'm having a great time, but I'm not going to be. Usually, I like to sit in front of some TVs, games going, drinks going. We go heavy on Thursday, Friday. I'm sure I'm going to do that down there, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like Savannah, Georgia. It seems like really classy. I don't know if they got basketball on. I'm going to make them have to have it on, so we'll see what happens.
It's just classy
We
bullshit.
going to fucking. We going to
Class it
different
up.
country.
Savannah, Georgia is like an old school town.
Yeah, I know.
I was
where-
looking it up.
I know.
You
Savannah
been there?
is. Yep.
I never have.
You'll be able to find a place with games.
Oh yeah, I figured that.
Hotels have games too.
Yeah, well, I got the hotel. I can just stay there, but
You probably have a hotel bar too. If you
I
got
don't
the
know if
right,
it does.
if you got the right hotel, and they'll have a couple games on.
Yeah.
It's all about your pre-plan.
muck it up.
I mean, you knew what you were getting into, so
Muck it up.
one of your first looks when you were booking your hotel should have been, all right.
Well, I booked a hotel I could afford. So
well, grow up. Sometimes you got to up your game.
I don't have that fucking A2D money stacked in my pockets. So
There we go. It
you
always
grow
comes-
up.
Always comes full circle. Always comes full circle. Anything Phillies? Pressing? I mean,
Harper played today, which is good to
Not
see.
that
After
really-
getting hit by a pitch.
not that it really matters, but we haven't hit all that well in spring training. But not that it really matters. Just
I
throwing it
just
out
want to see.
there. As a whole, we have.
I'm happy that Harper wasn't hurt because he needs to get more at bats because he still only had 7. So he needs to get more at bats. And but besides that, it's good to see everyone's healthy and we just want to get reps. That's all
Yep.
it is. Just get reps.
I thought
Spring
Eichhoff
training,
looked
just
good
get reps.
today.
He looked all, yeah.
Yep.
His curveball looked good.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
good.
just
that's
to see him,
his pitch. So
just to see him back on there and throwing in a game situation and throwing.
I'd love him to
can't
win
say-
the 5 over
good
Vinny.
lineup today, even though it's spring training. Good lineup they throw out there.
Oh yeah, very good, very good line.
So he only pitched 2 innings, but it was just good to see him throw well. That's all. You know, we like him a lot more
I
than
will
Vinny.
say,
we like him a lot more than Vinny. So we would much rather have Jared Eichhoff as our fifth than Vinny
I like him
Velasquez.
too. I will say this: I like.
Pivetta looked good the other day when he threw
We
on
can't-
Friday, I believe. Pivetta just a lot of life, man. A lot of life, a lot of movement with his stuff. And I know what else with Pivetta? That's just effortless, dude, too. Like, everything's effortless. Fucking humpy
Who
at
do we
98.
got to fucking stab to get rid of Adam Morgan? That's what I want to know.
He's still around.
How
I can't
he,
believe he's still around.
he
Like a
came in
nuke,
today. He came
like a
in today,
nuke.
and I was like, "This dude
He
just hangs
survives
around."
a nuke. He
Him,
survives-
him
he
and
can
Sugar
survive a
Shane
nuclear attack.
Robinson. Sugar Shane Robinson is like that dude. Every year, well, it was Cleveland, then it was the Yankees, now it's the Phillies. He's like a fucking spring training dynamo. He had a triple today with guys on. He hits 340 in spring. Just sometimes just hangs on to a team. Fucking Sugar Shane Robinson. You gotta be kidding me. Get rid of that fucking dude, man. Get rid of him. Him and Adam Morgan. Fucking take a long walk off a short pier. Let's go. I've had enough. Adam Morgan. I can't even do it. And they have 2 lefties. They still run out there, and Adam Morgan and Austin Davis that can't get outs and get them off the team. I understand we don't have a lot of lefties. I don't care who you put in. Get them off the team.
Get him out.
Get them off.
Tristan says Harper's going to be rusty. He said he needs about 45 at-bats. So I said,
He'll be fine.
yeah, he's going to need to start playing 9-inning games now from here on out to get his 45 in.
He'll be fine.
But no, he'll be good.
He'll be all right.
He'll be good. Julia Harris says, what's
It's
up?
good to see that he wasn't actually
up,
hurt, so he
Jaleel?
can get
What's
some more
up?
work over the next week and a half before we start games.
Yeah, he'll be good. He'll probably be up around 30 at-bats. I'm sure he'll get some extra simulated stuff.
Yeah,
Just
they'll be
to-
doing all kinds of stuff. He'll be ready to go.
Just to get himself even more ready to go. But
He faced the Big Maple today. That's a tough matchup. Big
Mm-hmm.
lefty
Yeah.
matchup.
saw lefty on Friday, too. So,
yeah, and it's tough matchups. He got
Don't get any ideas, Gabe.
he was getting the barrel on the, he was getting the he got the bat on the ball.
No,
today.
maybe get some
Yeah,
ideas and go get a
platoon.
lefty.
He had a nice.
Well, I mean,
he had a nice-
I'm more
he had a
like
nice
platoon.
at-bat.
Oh, I
Don't think
know.
about platooning.
I know where you were going.
He had a
I
nice
was
at
just
bat
adding
against.
on.
He had a nice at bat against him. The one at bat today, though. He ended up grounding out, but he fouled off like 4 pitches before that. It was a solid at bat at least.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a good pitcher. It might have been the one where he struck out. He struck out looking. It looked like it might have been a little outside, but they
Oh,
brought him
yeah,
up.
his first at bat, yeah.
That might have been that one. But he
Yeah.
fouled some pitches off before that. Ran into 3-2. Solid at bat.
Yeah, I'm not concerned.
No, I'm not worried. I just don't want any injuries. That's like I said. The best thing is that he didn't get seriously hurt when he got hit, and so moving forward, he doesn't have to sit out or anything. He can continue to get ready for opening day.
And the most fans ever at a spring training game today
Yeah,
in Phillies
knew
history.
that was coming.
I was just
11
gonna say. I mean,
11,000.
you knew the
Well,
draw was there.
You knew the,
I mean,
you knew the Phillies fucking people were
that's
so.
why you were able to
the
spend
Phillies
the scuttle,
people were
you know?
so fucking pissed off when he got hit on Friday because they're like, we're home all weekend. Everyone in Philly was like, as soon as they signed him, they looked at that weekend. They're like, this is when he come down. They're home all weekend. He'll be playing, you know. And then he gets hit, and he thought he wasn't going to play all weekend. So at least he was able to play today,
Yeah.
and the guys and the fans could see him because
Yeah.
you know so many people probably came down.
Well, I know, like
for
Chris
that.
is down there.
That's what I
I
said.
know Chris is
Take
down
the
there.
baseball out of it. He's a monster draw. You know what I mean? So that's why the money was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Like I know Lyons down there with a bunch of his buddies, and he was saying he was all pissed off Friday too. Like shit, he's not going to play Sunday now. And then he ends up playing today. So that was good for the people that traveled down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, 11,000 people.
And
over
it was
11,000
St.
people
Patty's
there
Day,
today.
you know. I'm sure
Yeah.
they were a
Which
fucking
is always a big draw
sure
down
they
there.
were a disgrace down there.
I've been to plenty of St. Patty's games down there growing up, and it's always a big draw. So you expect that big draw, but to have the most ever, that's pretty cool. It's, you're packing spring training joints. You know, Middleton even cleaned up even fucking more already. They're getting all that back. You know what I mean? They're getting all this back. A little bit out of fucking time.
That's how they
Chipping
do it.
away. Chip.
That's how they do it.
They probably already got fucking profit this year off of him. It was off of him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Merchandise sales, tickets, the whole nine. They already profit off that $30 million this year. In the 20 signing bonus and the 10 for the contract, they already profited that probably. It's gonna be a fun year though. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
it should be real fun.
I'm excited to compete.
Giddy up.
Yeah, to finally compete and hopefully not have another type of collapse. And I'm interested to see what they do with this rotation. as their 5 going into the year. I'm interested to see already what they're going to do with the deadline.
Yeah,
to get themselves a lefty.
That's probably where you want to go to next.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's a huge point right there because
Can I tell
you
you
did
guys-
it. You did enough. Sorry, Will. They did enough in the offseason. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So wherever you feel about Matty, right? That guy put his foot forward. All right, I'm not saying he's the greatest GM or whatever,
he
but
did
they did their job in the
Yep.
offseason. So now it's time to see what you got internally, and then it's see where you are at July, at the end of July, and then and then strike that way. You know what I mean? Because even though there's some guys still out there, it's like. And it's enough. Even though we wanted him to get a left-handed starter, right? Keuchel, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean?
At this point,
Kimber
it's
wants
too
too
late.
many years. Yeah.
And I said this today, and I stand by it. I drafted Madison Bumgarner in my fantasy draft this morning, and I said he'll be a Philly by July, and I stand by it because they're going to stink, and we should be trying to get him immediately, soon as they start, because he's getting old.
Well, they should be in
they
rebuild
they
mode
should be
once
in rebuild mode.
once they missed
we
on
should
Harper.
be able to get him,
Exactly. They can use some outfielders,
and they're going to stink.
Philly's got plenty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What's
we got
Baumgartner
guys
now, 34?
We got guys. Huh?
35? What's Baumgartner up to, 34, 35 now?
No, he's not that old.
Well, you just said he's really old, so you
No,
made it seem like he
he's
was older.
No, but he's
probably
I thought he was like
32.
33.
I think he's 32 or
He might be
33.
Yeah, I
32.
thought he
Him
was
and
like
Buster
Yeah, but I'm
are on
saying,
their way out.
but they're on their way
Him and
out,
Buster are on their way out.
and they're kind of
Well, no, I'm
their
thinking
window is
age.
pretty much closed.
Yeah, but I
think.
need to know age because then you know how much you get. You have to
think
give
it's
up in the
32.
deal.
I
You
think
know what I mean? Age sort of tells you.
Do you want
where
me
you're
to tell you how old he is
Yeah,
exactly?
because I feel like he's like.
I'll
33.
give him whatever they want. Dude's awesome.
No, I will. I'm not saying I won't, but
Phenomenal
the
postseason
age determines
pitcher.
on really how much you have to give up in terms of how many players.
Huh? Even wow.
He's only
29.
29.
Not even 30.
Man, I feel like he's been around forever.
He has.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you even more then.
He turns 30 in August 1st.
There you go.
All right. So yeah.
Some nagging injuries the last couple of years. That's probably why we feel
Dirt
like he's
bike
older.
gate.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
We feel like he's older. Yep.
Yep. A lot of dirt bikes.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's really not even that old at all. You'd have to give a lot to get him. But like
Shit,
the
wish he was
bottom
32.
bottom line is though that's the kind of guy that I would love to see us go after because he's got phenomenal postseason numbers, and I feel like he's going to be there for the taking
Yep.
because they're going to stink.
Yeah.
So I would try to get Mad Bum.
And I'm interested to see what the Keuchel,
That's my number one guy.
the Keuchel and Kimbrel market do moving
And
forward. here.
like I said, I think Robbie Ray
If
should
teams
be
wait-
available too.
If teams wait for guys to get banged up, they'll like
Yeah, you
panic
expect
signs.
the Diamondbacks to be horrible. So yeah.
I think Robbie Ray will also be available. Yes, come the deadline.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting because if your 5 guys that you have in your rotation are pitching well, then it might be a non-issue having the lefty. But I just think there's going to be at least 1 or 2 that aren't going to be throwing all that well.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen.
Or that
With
lefty.
that lineup, and if you're throwing the ball that well with that lineup, you might want to win 125 games. You know what I mean? That's how
right.
scary that is. So you know what I mean? Think about it. So I hear you. I mean, it's always
You can
there's
throw.
always ebb and flow. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
absolutely.
peaks and valleys. Yeah.
But Pavetta's the big one because you know what
Yeah.
Noel is.
That's
and
Pavetta's our breakout guy.
Yeah, Pavetta breaks the fuck out, then it's like, who gives a fuck?
He's
You
our
have-
he's our
'cause then you
breakout
have
guy.
2 pimps at the top of your rotation, and Arrieta sort of becomes
Yeah.
like your third. You're
Yeah.
feeling a lot better.
And we
You're
said
feeling a lot
that, and we
better
said
then.
this last week, and I'm going to
And
say it again.
You're taking 2 from 3 from people,
Yup.
dude, and you're
Yeah.
winning series.
Yeah.
Woo.
I don't want to say
Scary
this.
time.
Walking into 100.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it again. But like we said, Pavetta breaking out is what we all expect would be great.
Need it.
Now, if he doesn't break out, then we need Noah to be healthy. He has to be because we don't even know fully what we got in Jake because Jake's getting up there. You don't know if he's going to be. Could he win 15? Yeah. Could he win 8, 9? Yeah, probably too. So you never know. But we know that Noah's going to be an ace, a stud. That's why he has to stay healthy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He's the most paramount guy on our team that has to stay healthy, in my opinion. Because we have enough hitting now that a guy can go down, miss some time, come back, we should be all right.
Yeah, hit enough. We got some bench guys who can hit too a
if,
little bit.
If we're not throwing the ball great, he's got to be healthy.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
And that's the reason why he hasn't won 23 and 24, the last 2 years is because they didn't really hit for him.
Yeah.
And now there's no excuses. I mean, he could easily win fucking 23 games. I mean, I
Right,
understand
yeah.
that's a big number to throw out there, but I mean, the guy's fucking keeps you in every game. I mean, every
Guy's
game
filth.
that he's pitched. Yeah,
Guy's filth.
Guys,
Fucking
the
wiffle baller.
last
Kid's
2 years,
filth.
last 2 years he's kept you in every game. I mean, I don't remember the last time that the guy's got fucking lit up.
No,
I mean,
he's a
it's
baseball
scary,
wiffle
bro.
baller.
It's fucking scary.
Yep, that's what he does. I think
I mean,
fucking
usually
moves.
once in a time you have a bad day. I mean, somebody
doesn't.
pisses in your Cheerios.
Yeah, yeah.
He hasn't. in
The
2
dude
years.
just carves.
You know what I mean?
He paints. He's like a fucking Picasso. He paints it up.
Yeah.
He's like a modern-day Maddox.
Fucking Rembrandt out there.
He's a modern-day Maddox. You know, because like the 95 translates to 91 back in the day. You know what I mean? So it's like the same speed because now everybody throws 90-9. So, you know, it's almost like the same speed. We're like, oh, guy only throws 95?
Yeah, Greg was
But he
88 to 91.
That
Greg.
dude that's on fucking Cardinals, they say is the best. Is it Jordan Hicks? Is that his name or whatever? They say is the best fastball of all time. You see that article? And Tim Kirk knows his shit.
Yeah,
Best fastball
Best
of all
fastball
time.
of all time.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, he came out.
I would like to
he came
read
out,
that
He
article
came out
and why.
second week of spring throwing 103. Is this dude real right now? Is this dude for real?
Wow. It's picking up, letting it go, huh?
He's, he's still green, but yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
All right, crumb of the week.
Crazy. Kid throws crazy.
Crumb of the week. I got one.
Could
Right
be.
away.
Could be two. I mean, I don't want to. I'm going to go to. I'll avoid Bell. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll avoid Bell.
Save it for me. I'll take
Go
care of it.
ahead. I will go as a whole. They could be this organization could be the crumb of the week every week. The NCAA. All right. For this whole cheating thing, you know what I mean? Like guys, these athletes can't get paid money and stuff and everybody's up their ass with a fucking microscope. And all these years, they had these fucking rich motherfuckers paying for their fucking kids to fucking be rostered and not even fucking playing sports. You know what I mean? Like at Yale and USC, like Brian Wilson's on the fucking soccer. He's listed as a soccer guy, and they haven't fucking don't even know what a shin guard is. All right, and you don't have guys that fucking figured that out.
I
until
would never
now.
play soccer.
I know, bad example.
No,
But
but no.
Rugby.
You know what I'm saying?
But can I chime in on that though?
Sure, absolutely.
I feel
love that.
like the crime here is that you're taking a spot from someone that should have a sports spot, because what I don't understand is I thought that's how rich kids with rich parents got into schools. Isn't that how it's been forever? That's why I don't see the crime here. Besides you're stealing a kid's spot.
Yeah.
Besides that, I don't see the crime here, because what's the difference between fucking Lori Loughlin gives $500,000 for a kid to get in? What's the difference between her fucking building an amphitheater for him and then her whole family gets to go there, which is what they've done for fucking years everywhere. So I mean, I don't know. To me, it's like, I don't know. I think the crime is
The
take it from
NCAA.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, like you said, rich people have been giving shit their whole fucking life.
Yeah,
That's why
to
they're
get
rich.
to get
you know
their
what I
plate.
mean? So, yeah, exactly.
The reason they get whatever they want to get is because they're fucking got money. It's how it works.
yeah,
It's how the world works. In case you were wondering, people.
Yeah, it just boils down. Yeah, it's the NCAA assholes. Like,
NCAA assholes always,
yeah.
always.
Well, it's crumb of the week.
Well, I know where you're gonna go, so. You know, I'm gonna go with Russell Westbrook. And I know how Utah's taking this stand that he wasn't that bad and the fan was worse. I don't give a fuck. You make millions of dollars, I don't care. The fan is probably drunk and is out of line. You can't, as a professional athlete, you can't get into that much of a verbal confrontation where you're telling him that you're gonna fuck him up and fuck his wife up. What's going on? All right? Seriously, what are we even doing? All right? The kids are watching you, dude. What are you doing? You're constantly a piece of shit. He played awful yesterday's game, by the way, if anyone watched the game yesterday, and he was a big baby on the court the whole time. He ran speared into fucking Klay Thompson when Klay blocked his shot. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, what just happened?
Oh, he's dealing
and then
with
he got teed up.
He's
and
definitely
we got teed up, and
psychosis.
it was his 16th tee, and now he's suspended for a
He's got
game
a little bit
because
of psychosis going on. Yeah.
Dude. And like that shit was completely out of hand, and for some reason they're like completely spinning it to like, I guess the guy said racist things. They're making it like the fan was now the fan's in the wrong. Don't get me wrong. He should probably never be allowed to go to a game again. But that's gonna happen. People get yelled at constantly. You have to be above that. That's why you make millions of dollars while you're playing the game. Okay, you can't get into that kind of verbal confrontation with the fan. So my crumb of the week is Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Make enough
and I don't
money.
know why they interviewed that guy anyway. It's almost just like the guys that go streaking and stuff like that. First of all, that guy should have never even went near a microphone. You know what I mean? Like,
They
you
let
should
that
be
guy
running
talk?
with-
I didn't even see him talk.
Oh yeah, he wore a
wow.
camouflage hat. And he was giving his side,
Yep.
and then lifelong ban. You know what I mean? So they put a name on it and shit. They fucking put his name out there. It was like, ooh.
Wow. Yeah, see,
But I agree
they
with
should have
you.
just thrown him right. I mean, he should have got thrown right out of the stadium,
yeah.
Yep.
and Russ should never said a word. He just point like, yo, that guy. I'm
Yeah.
sure if it's that loud, the ushers can hear it.
Yeah.
They throw him out. You're all good.
Yeah, there's policies
can't
in
get-
place.
it
Like I
can't
said,
get to that point.
and I agree with you 1,000%. You know what I mean? Like if you're throwing things or you're trying to cause bodily harm, but and not saying that the words are justifiable, but you make millions of dollars. Like you got to tune it out. You got to tune it out. You know what I mean? Like. That somebody's like threatening you, like when you're at your car or something. You know what I mean? Like you're in an arena.
Yeah.
It's called heckling
Surrounded
for a
by
reason. You know what I mean?
security guards.
It's called heckling for a reason.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
you're getting heckled.
It's part of the gig.
yeah,
It's part of the gig.
goes with it.
Now, did he go overboard?
Yeah.
Sure. Then that's why he should be thrown out of the arena.
Yeah.
And he was. So, you know what I mean? Them kind of things get handled. You don't got to go blowing up and talking about
Talking about fighting
everybody.
women and
Yeah.
fighting. What are you talking
you're
about?
fucking
Dude?
crunk.
First off, who are you fighting, dude? Like seriously, I think it's the funniest when they do. It's always like the littler guys, like who are you fighting? Like I could see if that was like
you're right.
like I don't even know who's the big guys on that team. Steven Adams talking about fighting people. I mean, why little? It's like dude looks like he came straight out of the fucking.
It's all those NBA, like you said.
Yeah.
The
They all-
NBA,
and
even
they-
the
and guess what?
NBA fights, the MLB
Those Napoleon
fights.
guys.
Like it's
Those
all.
Napoleon complex
It
guys.
happens all.
Yep.
It happens in the arena, and it's just like
Not that
you
Russ
saw that
Westbrook is
same
little
guy. You see
at
it-
all.
No.
But,
He's
but
like
like
6'3",
compared
but
compared to other guys
Compared
on
to
the
the
court.
trees,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, even to fuck that dude up. But I mean, like
yeah,
when he barks
yeah,
at other guys, like when he said he was gonna, when he said he
Barks
fucked
at
up
Embiid.
Jokic that night.
Yeah.
He said I would fuck
And
up
even
Jokic.
the way he is with
Love to
Embiid.
see Jokic just go.
And B
Yeah.
would murder him, too.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. My crumb of the week, even though I think it's a good move for the Jets, right, is Le'Veon Bell. And the reason he's a crumb of the week is
Money wise, right?
Yep, you sat out a whole year, took $14 million, and just said fuck it, and also turned down a bigger deal
You said fuck you to your teammates.
to your teammates, to the organization,
And you lost money.
and you turned down a bigger deal than New York offered you. Claimed you wanted $50 million guaranteed, and ended up getting 30 or 35, whatever.
That's what I'm
that
saying.
was.
When you saw
33?
that deal, like I'm sure you two guys were like, could have been an Eagle.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? Like, because
as
I'm
much as I
saying what he
didn't want him-
wanted when
Yeah,
you were talking about 50
I
last
was
week.
out.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
out on
Like
50. I'm in on 30.
The fact that he quit and
I'm in
you
on
didn't like
30.
the qualities and you didn't
Yep.
like who he was, but
I'm
as
in
a
on 30.
player, I think you had to like him if you could get him for
I'm in on
that
30.
money though.
Great
You know what I mean?
player.
In on 30.
Great player. I didn't
Sweeps.
want him.
No, I don't.
I didn't want him.
I didn't want him for 15 mil guaranteed. Because
Gotcha.
fuck him.
Okay. No.
I great player. But
I agree with you.
I got because guess what? He would
I
have.
agree
He
with
would
you.
have 1350, and he would have held out next year. I got no time for it. I got
Yeah,
no
because
time for it.
the way that this deal's structured in New York, right, he'll be holding out again.
Yeah, next year.
He'll be holding out again.
Mark it down.
2 years. 2 years.
Yep.
Give
Okay,
him 2.
him and Antonio Brown get traded for each other in 2 years.
Yeah. You start losing games, and it's like, fuck this. I gotta.
But no,
I gotta
30
be able
million.
To, I
30
gotta
million.
protect
I'll tell
my
you
brain.
what,
I
I'll tell you
gotta
what,
protect
though,
my
30
brain. or
million.
whatever.
30 million guaranteed did make me go, okay. Like, maybe we were in play for that a little bit.
I will say
You know
one.
what I mean?
I will
'Cause
say
that-
one
That
thing.
sounds reasonable.
I'll say one
Sure.
thing
It's
which
reasonable.
makes me laugh is like
But I think
the
it's a crumb.
Jets.
I'd
the
rather
Jets-
not have them.
The Jets fans, and laugh it up, Jets fans, because as you should, are loving the fact that all of a sudden in a 2-week span there's been a big squadoosh flip over there, and all of a sudden the Jets are looking real better than the Giants over there in New York, and the Jets fans are loving it because they're always the abused stepkid, compared to the Giants. And watch out. Because the Jets are coming. They made some good signs.
Yep, and guess what?
They got a
I'm
young
still,
QB. They made
I
some
still
good
stand by
signs.
this. I mean, as much as on when you look at it on the surface, because how much of a star of player he is, I really have no. If I was a Giants fan, I have no issue with that trade. A trade in Beckham. I have zero issue with that.
You mean
you haven't won with
two
them.
first-round picks and a second-round pick, basically? Because
Was it
Jabril
two?
Peppers was a first-round pick. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-3 in Jabril. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like,
2 first-round picks and a third-round, right? Is that what it was?
and I like how the guy Vic, what's his name? The guy who does all the fake Giants pressers. Vic, last name's with D.
Did Benedetti or something?
He said he wasn't a cancer. He's more of like a sore throat. And I thought that was phenomenal. That's such a great analogy of Odell. Yeah, he wasn't a cancer. Too harsh. He's more like a sore throat. You know what I mean? I thought it was a great analogy. Like, okay, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That's about what he was.
Yeah, he wasn't a
Yeah.
cancer. He just
He's a pain in the ass.
Well,
pain in
once
the
again,
ass.
it's
He's
just
a
the
team.
way.
He's a
Yeah.
team.
No. Like I said, and it's not to your both of your points, and it was not that bad. But we hate picks. That's the way we live. I hate picks. I want proven guys. So I would have fucking said, you want to give me Jabril because I got to replace Landon Collins? I want fucking Jarvis. I know they're fucking asshole buddies, and that was part of it. But no, give me back Jarvis.
They wouldn't.
I know that, but I'm just saying, you keep the picks.
They never would
I
have done
want
it.
Chubb. I'll go
Oh,
two out of
yeah.
Monster.
Well, they got Hunt now,
I'll go
too.
two out of
Yeah.
Monster.
Guess what?
I'll go two out of Monster.
Guess what? That's why
I'll
I
give you a
like.
Give me Chubb and Jabril.
That's why I like the move from Cleveland's standpoint, because you're like, okay, we got his best friend on our receiving core already.
Yeah.
So, now they can come over, they can start dressing alike again, fucking each other again. Yeah. It's going to be a great time, just like they're back in LSU. They can be
touching dicks.
Yep.
Yep.
Touching dicks. They both got the little blonde streak in their hair. Yep. They're going to be walking in like assless chaps. It's going to be awesome in Cleveland this year.
Eating pizza, blowing lines of cocaine, and smoking bud.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yep. With strippers that are just
there
for
so that's
show.
how I would have proceeded. Whether they denied it or not, that's what I would have done. You know what I mean? Like
what?
Ask for
pizza, cocaine,
no.
strippers.
no, the Giants. I'm saying the trade.
Yeah.
No, I would ask for Chubb seriously and went two at a monster and just fucking not.
Yeah, well, they weren't going to give up.
Let Eli throw the ball 12 times a game and just fucking pound it down your throat.
I
you have the win.
I hope it absolutely backfires on the Giants and they get nothing out of it.
Me too.
Because they deserve nothing but the worst.
Agreed there.
And how about the I should have said, that would have been another great crumb is the rest of the NFC East. Because did you see the shit today? Like I think you put the Redskins were like, don't wear green today.
Yeah.
And I hope our the Giants and Cowboys join us in this, like really trying to team up against us, not to wear green on St. Patrick's. Wow, how low have you stooped?
Renting space
how
in your
low
head.
have you stooped?
This renting
that we're
space in
thinking
your
about
head.
us during St. Patty's Day. Oh
Free
my
rent.
God!
Like you don't have enough. Like you don't have enough problems. I mean, you're
shitbags.
Schneider, you're such a piece of shit and a cajillionaire. So you don't
It's
have
CTR,
problems. You don't
man.
have. You don't
It's
have
CTR.
problems. You don't have problems, but you're such a piece of shit. Worry about yourself. I mean, like that fucking organization. Ever since you bought it, is a fucking disaster. Disaster. Fucking brought in Case Keenum. Beautiful.
Great move, Dan.
Bro, fuck it up.
Great move,
Go ahead and
Dan.
take John Elway's mistakes. Go ahead.
Great move, Dan. Great move.
All right, fam.
You're going to secure a nice 4-12 year next year. Great move.
Enjoy a great week of madness. The party gets rocking.
Go Cutes.
Thursday, right, boys?
Go Qs. Thursday noon.
Thursday noon.
Thursday noon. Get
Party
your brackets
started.
filled out. Thursday noon.
If you're interested,
Fuck you, Baylor.
If you're interested, like we do every year, we'll do an A2D bracket. All right, contact me. Get in contact me. Let's go. We'll do A2D brackets like we do every year. Tis the fucking season. I'll probably win it because I've watched a total of 12 college basketball games this year. So that's when you win. When you're not as locked in.
I was with Obi on Friday night. We were out drinking, and he's like, dude, I before this week, I hadn't watched any college basketball at all. He's like, I've been betting him up 650. He's like, just throwing darts out here.
Yep.
And I'm like, yep. I've been watching all the time. I can't win a bet right now. I can't win a bet.
Can't win
been watching all season. Can't win a bet.
Thank you to the Doc, Specialized Physical Therapy LLC. Another great fucking show. Thanks to Bob Menery for the intro. Thanks to the family out there joining us. My boys on my right and left here. Robbie
Speaking
Poe.
of Bobby, I'm sorry. You see him? You got the. We know he's big time anyway, but you got that Buffalo Wild Wings commercial.
Yep.
I was like, I know that voice.
Saying their food sucks.
I was like, I know that voice.
Great gig. Yeah, the guy said he was, a year and a half ago sleeping in his car in L.A. You talk about you just keep fucking working and going at something. You never know. Takes one person to fucking.
Don't forget about A2D.
Yep.
Got you fucking off the canvas. Got you off the canvas.
Canvas talk.
Canvas talk, Bobby.
Canvas talk.
Yo, fly us out, Bobby.
Canvas talk.
I don't want to go to the LA, but fly us out.
Canvas
Wilson
talk,
wait in the car.
Now
Wilson wait in the plane. Push ups. Get off the
plane.
canvas.
Wait in the plane. We'll leave him in the plane. We'll be back for you. He just flies there and back. All right, fam. Love you. Tom Renaud, Nick Delgazzo, Brian Wilson, Robbie Poe.
Be
family
safe
out there. Peace.